Where do I start? Where do I get my rhythm? Where do I get my groove?
I always start off with a bounce. You just start with a bounce, and then you see.
I'm part of the baddest game, most successful game in the world. I went to Portugal this year, and the young tour guide goes, "It's Doris Burke from 2K." It wasn't Doris Burke, the announcer. It was Doris Burke from 2K.
Oh!
And a lot of style and a lot of confidence coming off the Kings bus earlier on. We'll see if their performance matches their look. And the game arrival, sponsored by Express. Dress like a pro. Downtown San Antonio, Texas, this bridge spans the Riverwalk, not too far from our location tonight. Welcome, everyone, to Note DA. A little intimidation factor, DA. Thanks. Now Sacramento starting 5. Fox and Bogdanovic pair up at the 1 and the 2. Bielitsa is out there with Harrison Barnes. And it's Holmes in at the center position. And for the Spurs, Derek White is out there with Murray. Then it's DeRozan. Then there's Pirtle. And it's Walker in at the 3 spot. Now here's White. Now the feed to Pirtle. And the dunk by Pirtle.
Hey, look at Pirtle. Making it look easy, dropping the hammer down on the defense. Well, the shot repertoire of Jakob Pirtle, mostly 10 feet and in, is his strength. He's an old school big man in every sense of the word, but efficient in what he does.
Murray, the pass to White. Here's DeRozan. He's covered by Bogdanovic. And DeRozan. Here we go. Here's Pirtle. White inside. He's covered by Bogdanovic. They get it back. Here's Pirtle. And the dunk by Pirtle.
Hey, if you're going to foul Pirtle, I mean, get your money's worth. You have to make sure you're really whacking. He's extremely good at finishing through contact.
And Clark at 7 feet tall. Pirtle a live body in there.
He's live, and he's also no stiff, guys. Pirtle can catch and finish. He's active in defending. Gets off the ground quickly and easily. I like his package as a big guy.
Here's Fox. They get it again. Bogdanovic looking around. Kings with the fresh shot clock. The kick out to Fox. The 3. Up again. Great positioning on the putback.
Oh, how about the deft touch right there, guys?
He just guided that ball back up and in. Just a fingertip touch on the ball.
That's exactly right. No need to catch it when you've got the kind of soft hands that he does.
Here's Murray. The Kings getting the bucket. Pirtle finds DeRozan. 5 on the clock. There's Walker with the 3. Comes out of the gate empty. He's 0 for 1. The drive by Barnes. And he comes up with the deuce.
Boy, the speed of Barnes, Kevin. Blasts around defenders and gets to the bucket with ease. Nice.
White the pass to Murray. And stolen by Bielitsa. Here's Bogdanovic. Finished off the break.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
And you know you're going to get those buckets, guys, when you're quick to get out on the break. Get that ball up the court as fast as you can.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look. And that is a textbook example of how to defend your rim.
And you know, guys, I love his fight and grit on the interior. I mean, he never lets a shot go uncontested. Great job of crashing the offensive glass. He stayed with it. That's hard-nosed, tough basketball.
Here's Fox. Almost, but it rolls out.
Guys, this hasn't been his quarter. I mean, to me, he just doesn't look completely comfortable or confident.
DeRozan lays it up and banks it in. DeRozan's got his second bucket. Take a look at the NBA. Who's the best, you think, Clark, at controlling the defensive glass, getting the missed most shots and getting their offense back in gear?
Yeah, I think even though he's a bit undersized, he does a great job. Draymond Green, not only does he rebound the ball defensively, but he also can ignite the break because of his ball handling and passing ability. Giannis Antetokounmpo does a great job on the defensive backboards, as does Joel Embiid.
Here's what San Antonio's going with right now. Gay comes in for Lonnie Walker, and it's Bryn Forbes in for White. Here is Forbes, covered by Heel. Barnes against Murray. Here's Pirtle. Murray outside. From deep. The Spurs rebound. Pirtle inside. Holmes on him. Second shot opportunity. Again, the Spurs good for two. Here's Fox. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Three-pointer, Heel. Rebound by Murray.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Gay finds DeRozan. Nice ball movement by San Antonio. Gay passes to DeRozan. Hits the three-point bomb. DeRozan's got 7 points.
Off to a strong start here early. 6 points off second chance buckets.
Yeah, and you know what, Greg? You like their effort level here in the early going. I mean, they're really making things happen for themselves.
And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Had really for a long time the specter hanging over Buddy Hield, because he's the player who was traded for DeMarcus Cousins. Hard billing to live up to, but he has made some giant leaps with his development.
Here's what San Antonio's going with right now. Zeller is checked in for Pirtle. Bellinelli comes in for DeMar DeRozan. And it's Mills in for Murray. And the Kings will go for a different look here. Alex Len's checked in for Rashad Holmes. Giles comes in for Bielitsa. Kent Bazemore's checked in for Barnes. And it's Joseph in for De'Aaron Fox. Here is Forbes. And they get some nice contributions from him on a nightly basis as he averages over 11 points a game. Shot clock at 2. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Now here's Bazemore. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against New Orleans.
And his rebounding was solid in that effort as well. He did a lot of work on the glass. All around, just his effort level was off the charts.
And so it's the San Antonio Spurs with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. And they've done a phenomenal job down low, so many of their points coming right at the rim. And in 2018, DeMar DeRozan opened up about his battles with
A lot of people ashamed to talk about it, even myself.
Yep, you love the honesty and the bravery to step forward and tell his emotional story.
Yeah, he opened a dialogue. Kevin Love following his lead to talk about anxiety. Athletes as public figures can have a broader impact than just entertaining, and we see it over and over again.
And buenas noches, basketball fans. It's Latin night here on 2K Sports. And you might have noticed the custom jerseys worn by the players. And looking at what we've seen from the Spurs so far, guys, what do you think?
You got to credit their defense, communicating, rotating, making plays on the ball.
They've got them rattled. It's only the first quarter, and already they've made enough big plays on defense to last really an entire game.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade as the second quarter gets going. On the court for San Antonio, Rudy Gay is out there with Bellinelli. Then it's Mills, then it's Zeller, and it's Forbes in at the 2 guard.
Yeah, you've got to be careful in how you guard Joseph. Game plan discipline essential, especially when he's involved in the screen and roll.
Back to Gay. Jacks up a 3. Now on the scoring column with that bucket. 1 for 2 this game.
Boy, from the looks of it, it appears the defense is fine with him taking that shot, but he makes them pay when they do.
Here's Hield. Nice form on the 20-footer. Hield's got his first 2 points of the night.
And the Spurs, I've heard it said, the most process-oriented team in the league.
Well, that's an understanding of what it takes for them as a small market team to be successful. A good assessment of what they have to do as the San Antonio Spurs to be good. Scouting, coaching, chemistry, all part of that.
It's a chance now to catch up with the fourth member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, after years and years of rebuilding, the Kings are finally a team on the rise, and they're earning respect. Draymond Green said they've got a lot of young talent, never quit. Probably the fastest team in the history of the NBA. Green said after he plays them, I leave the game exhausted. I go home, I'm dead. And Kevin, we know that Green is pretty accustomed to going all out.
David, he sure is. He's got a lot of engine in him. Thank you so much. Derek White's checked in for San Antonio. And a change for Sacramento. Parker's checked in. Hield against White. White at the free throw line. Hield with the bucket. Hield's got his second basket.
That was big because they dug a big hole in the first quarter, but starting to show signs of life.
Sometimes, for whatever reason, a lot of times you don't know why. It takes a little while to work the knots out. But it looks like they're putting it together right now.
And no matter who it is, that kind of D isn't going to get it done.
Pass to Len. Nice pass. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup. Len's got his first points of the game. Outside, White. It's stolen by Hield. Fast break. Here we go. Len kicks to Parker. Joseph, the pass to Baseman. White against Hield. The putback. It's good on the putback.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Well, listless and lifeless at the defensive end. I mean, especially inside. They've really got to pick up that interior defense.
Mills can't hit. And here's Hield. He'll bring it up for the Sacramento Kings. They trail by 6. Defeated by the Pelicans in their last game. They'll try to put that one behind them. There it is, his third basket. He's taken 7 shots to get those 3.
And their shots are falling now with more regularity than we saw at first.
Well, it was a slow start, but they've gone from simmer to medium heat, and they're bordering on hot to close this gap.
Parker against Gay. Parker dishes to Len. Shot by Hield. Nobody around. Again, Hield missing. Spurs leading by 4. This one for 3. Gay. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Boy, Gay doing a nice job to corral that rebound. A sneaky good play there. He corralled it and finished it.
Out to Parker. Some nice ball movement here by the Kings. With the shot. Tips it up, and Parker stays with it. Parker's got his first points of the night.
Boy, fighting to keep that play alive. Beautiful tip in there.
Rejected by Len. And Derek White picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. So San Antonio going with an almost entirely new group here. Pirtle, he is checked in for Zeller. DeMar DeRozan comes in for Marco Bellinelli. Walker's checked in for Derek White. And Murray's subbed in for Patty Mills. And the Kings will go for a different look here. Bielitsa, he checks in for Alex Len. Barnes comes in for Kent Bazemore. Bogdanovic, he's checked in for Buddy Hield. And it's Fox in for Joseph. Another miss by Gay. Barnes outside. Offside Fox. It's on target from the high post.
Yeah, I like it. I like it. Fox continues to get better from the mid-range just the way he wants to.
And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game so far. Spurs lead by 2. Live from the AT&T Center in San Antonio. You're watching 2K Sports.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey everybody, good to see you. It's San Antonio out on top at halftime. They've got a 2-point lead. Kenny, what do you think?
So far, I love their commitment on the glass. Even when they were playing well, their rebounding remained a priority. And so far, the other side hasn't matched their efforts.
Shaq, how do you think Sacramento played?
I love it. You know why I love it, Ernie? Because they're getting the ball inside and converting.
Not just sitting back behind the line shooting threes. See, that's kept the defense.
And that'll...
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. You gotta like what DeMar DeRozan has done in this game.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
And you know what? It helped that they had a few guys with very hot hands on the perimeter, too.
Starting off the second half, here's Luke Walton's 5. Fox and Bogdanovic pair up at the 1 and the 2. Harrison Barnes is out there with Bielitz, and it's Holmes in at the 5. And DeRozan kicks to White. Back to DeRozan. Out to White. The 3. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. White's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Here's Fox. Looking at the numbers, he's averaging about 20.5 points a game. And growing up about 15 miles south of the Staples Center, DeMar DeRozan idolized Kobe Bryant, Clark, and patterned his game after him.
And you can see evidence of Kobe's game in DeMarcus's game. You think about the footwork, the ability to post up, the moves and counter moves, the balance and strength. I think he owes a lot of that to the Mamba.
Outside, Fox. A putback, and it's Barnes on the follow. Barnes has got his second bucket.
Barnes is strong and athletic, aggressive on the glass, not afraid to get in there and mix it up.
And here's a look at some numbers for DeRozan.
And he's fallen out of favor a little bit in their offense, at least compared to how he was being used earlier in the season. His usage percentage is down over the past 5 games. Maybe he'll be more involved here tonight.
Here's Fox. Bielitsa tips it back in. Bielitsa's got his second bucket of the night.
Oh, a nice tip in to salvage the points from that missed shot.
Yeah, and those second chance points can add up.
And if you're the defensive team, it just kills you to give up baskets like that.
Hurdle's shot is off.
I guess even he has to miss one of those once in a while.
Pass to Fox for the lead. Offensive rebound. And that one is off. San Antonio's gotten fewer than half of their three-pointers to go down tonight. They're 4 for 9. DeRozan's shot is off.
Boy, that's a look he has to finish, and he knows it. Lone opportunity.
Bogdanovic finds Holmes. That falls. Nice feed that time from Bogdanovic. And the Kings lead by 2. DeRozan on the wing. He's covered by Bielitsa. Back to White. The tray. Drains it from beyond the arc. White's got a pair of threes now here in the third for San Antonio. And Clark, when you think back to your playing days in high school, what memories come to mind?
Well, just the fun of being able to have success all 4 years I was at St. Joseph High School in Cleveland, the way the city rallied around us my senior year when we had a chance to play for a state championship. Unfortunately came up short. The teammates and coaches and teachers that I had a chance to enjoy those 4 years with, all really fond, special memories for me.
Outside, Fox. And it's Fox with the jam.
Fox never afraid to take it right at the defense on the drive. An excellent display of speed there.
Now here is Pirtle. T right on him. And DeRozan kicks to Forbes. Wide open look here for Murray. And again, it's the Spurs from deep.
And he found a perfect spot behind the arc there. Big gap in the deep.
Three-pointer Heel. Rebounded by the Spurs. Pirtle's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Forbes can't get it to go. The Kings trail by 4. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, my cousin LaMarcus Aldridge is not the flashiest player, but he is respected. His former teammate in Portland, C.J. McCollum, said he hasn't changed his game to try and fit the new NBA. He shoots mid-range, scores under the basket, strong as heck. He knows who he is. And Kevin, Well, Marcus isn't really my cousin, but his game never goes out of style.
You're right, D.A., and he is still getting it done. Thank you.
Early on, he tried to shoot his way out of this funk, but later in the game now, he might want to just give it up and look for his teammates to do the scoring. Guys, I tell you what, feels like everything is coming easy to him, just taking what he sees and capitalizing.
Healed the pass to Bielitsa. DeMar DeRozan grabs the board. And here are the Spurs. They've outscored them 10 points to 2 during this run. The shot's good from Forbes.
And after really leaning on that three-point shot in the first half, seeming like they're just getting away from it here in the second. More of the shots coming from the interior.
Looking to end his cold spell. Hield can't hit.
And you know what? He's just not on his game. No doubt about it. Their deficit isn't totally on him, but he has not been an asset for his team.
He gets it up. And he beats the buzzer. Wow!
Yeah, that's just an amazing play to get that ball off in time.
I agree. I mean, and to have the composure to lock in and get off a shot he feels confident about, that's good work.
And so it's the San Antonio Spurs with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. Looking good at this point, but wanting more. Back right after this. How about a look at today's State Farm assist of the game?
And he sliced the D wide open with his feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Yeah, that's just a brilliant read of the defense. I mean, it was also excellent anticipation of the movement of his teammates before the pass. Just great harmony on all sides.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball.
Out of bounds.
Bellinelli is out there with Rudy Gay. Then there's Jakob Poeltl, and it's Mills, and it's Forbes in at the shooting guard. That's the San Antonio 5. And it's Fox with the ball for the Sacramento Kings. 6-point game. From deep three-point range, DeRozan with the rebound. DeRozan's got 4 rebounds in this game. Shots good by Mills.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
Well, when you look at the assist totals, heck, they've been clearly the better team.
Here is Forbes, covered by Hield. Gay kicks to DeRozan. Scored the bucket. He's made 5 so far, shooting a very clean 5 of 7.
And they've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
Deflects the pass. From deep. Again, the miss by the King.
You know, brick after brick after brick. I mean, that's been the story for him this quarter. I mean, he's got to brain it in down the stretch here.
And Rudy Gay picks up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him. White, he's checked in for Bryn Forbes. Rashawn Holmes, he's checked in for Sacramento. Bogdanovic comes in for Hield. There's the pass to Bogdanovic. Fires the 3. Rebound San Antonio. We've gone about a minute and a half into the fourth quarter. White. Excellent D there from Parker. The Kings trail by 10. And Patrick Mills gets that whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game. Down low and stolen by Gay.
And he was camped in just the right spot to swipe that pass away down low.
White, good. And let's get your take, guys, on the hustle stats for San Antonio.
Defensively, they played with a lot of energy, and the steals we've seen are a result of that aggressiveness.
They've worked hard tonight at crashing the boards as well. They've had a bunch of second chance points.
Kicks it out to Gay. Puts up a 3. He can't get it to go.
You know what? They're winning, though, despite the fact that he has just been really off.
And Fox gets it to go.
Yeah, the first half was one to deep 6 or forget, but in the second half, he's looked a lot better.
White with it. He's picked up by Parker. White the pass to Gay. Holmes with the steal. And now Sacramento on the break. Ooh, the double clutch. 2 free throws coming up. And now, yep, this will be a coach's challenge. We thought that might happen, triggering a review of the personal foul.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Here's Fox. Misses off the right eye. Spurs leading by 7. And De'Aaron Fox gets the whistle that time. That's foul number 2 for him. Some changes here for the Spurs. Lonnie Walker, he's checked in for Gay. And it's DeJounte Murray in for Patty Mills. Bielitsa, he's checked in for Sacramento. Bielitsa against DeRozan. 6 on the shot clock. Money from the wing. DeRozan's got 4 points this quarter.
DeRozan is a man on a mission tonight. I don't know if I've ever seen DeMar any sharper than this.
But they'll get another chance.
There's another opportunity, and everything's going right for these guys.
Here's Fox. Kings with the fresh shot clock. 1:09 left in the fourth quarter of this one. Here's DeRozan. From outside, off the mark. Sacramento's gotten some tough luck from three-point range. In the fourth quarter, they've hit just 1 of 6 from deep. And the basket is good. Got it to go through on the contact, so a free throw coming up. Great opportunity for a three-point play. 55 seconds left in the game. Pirtle with the ball. Now guarded by Fox. Murray surveying the D. Passes it to DeRozan. Oh, and the jam by DeRozan.
This is what scratches the itch for DeRozan. Moments like this, he lives for. Takes great pride in being the guy to knock down the critical shots.
White, wide open. He fires. Kept alive. Walker. It's deflected. Out to White. A 3-ball. Rebound by the Kings.
No time to waste on this possession.
Got to go right up with it and then foul immediately.
Fox passes to Holmes. Back to Fox. There's 10 seconds left in the fourth. For 3. And it's White with the rebound. From deep three-point range. And so it's San Antonio with the win. They didn't make it easy on themselves or their fans. But in the end, everyone's satisfied.
I mean, there were some times that...
All right, David, thank you. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now.
Welcome back to 2K TV. Bill Simmons, the sports guy. Now, the sports guy is your nickname, but if you were a player, what would you have as your nickname?
Washed up.
Washed up,
Yeah.
that's it?
Yeah. I quit pickup like 5 years ago.
I'm gonna end it right here.
He's going to end it.
I'm going to end it.
I feel it. I feel it.
And with, well, they are fun to watch, that's for sure, Dave. Thank you. We get a break in the action, so let's take a look at the West and how the teams are stacking up. To take a look at the Kings, they would be at the golf course if the playoffs happened today, looking to make a final push. And checking out New Orleans, tied right now.
And I think for New Orleans, they've shown me some very good things this season. But that next step, those qualities that could make them true contenders, just haven't been there.
Yeah, and I'm sure they're disappointed in that. I mean, they were hoping to take that next step.
Now Sacramento starting 5. Fox and Bogdanovic pair up at the 1 and the 2. Elita is out there with Holmes, and it's Barnes in at the 3. And for the Pelicans, Ball and Holiday combine at the guard spots. Zion is the 4 with Favors at the 5. And it's Ingram in at the 3 spot. They grab their own miss. Here's Williamson. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. Harrison Barnes picks one up.
This is what you love about Williamson. On the shorter side for a big man, but he's developing the pump fake as an equalizer. And how much fun is it to watch this kid? I call Zion Williamson a kid, even though he goes about 280, and he has a certain composure that really belies his years.
Now, here's Fox. He's coming off a 28-point game against New Orleans. And it's Fox with the jam.
Driving with ferocity. I mean, when Fox puts it on the deck, he's fantastic at finding ways to finish.
To the right side. Here's Williamson. Yes, and it's Holiday with the assist that time. And with Williamson, it's not just the obvious stuff that impresses you, Greg. It's the little things as well, the attention to detail.
You know, Kevin, one thing that stands out to me, every time I see this young man, the eye-hand coordination, whether it's on steals, deflections, block shots, he always seems to pick it cleanly.
So first quarter just over a minute and a half in. Ball, the pass to Williamson. Feeds to Holiday. After 2 misses to start the game, he's on the board with that shot made.
Yeah, this is where Zion is improving, taking advantage of the defensive attention he receives.
Fox, no good.
He doesn't get the finish, but the D's got to be quicker to rotate and stop him from getting to the rim.
And it's Ingram missing. Outside, Fox. From the arc. Sacramento gets it back. That one, no good. New Orleans has gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Ingram dishes to Williamson. Fires from the line. Here's Favors. Second chance shot. No good on that one. So the Kings will take it the other way. Their last encounter was in Sacramento. Barnes passes to Bielitsa. Can't connect from short range.
Nothing less than that kind of defense will cut it against them. That's just great work inside. Well, when you think about the Kings, you know they are going to let it fly. The team is loaded up on players deadly from outside. They've adapted and embraced the long ball area.
Well, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
Yeah, that's because he's getting his number called early. I mean, he's doing his part to help carry the offensive load.
Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Offensive rebounding is all about positioning and hustle. And their abilities have shown exactly how you get these additional opportunities.
And the shooting with this Kings team last season, Chris, a major strength, as you said.
Yeah, and their whole offense has benefited from it, Kevin. I mean, they were 4th in the league in three-pointers last year. Finding points won't be a problem for the Kings going forward.
Now here's Barnes. It's blocked.
Yeah, I mean, tracking that one all the way, baby. I mean, Zion getting nasty at the defensive end.
And Favors kicks to Ingram. Here's the three. A fresh 14 for New Orleans. Williamson, and the dunk by Williamson.
And for a power forward, he can sure get up. I mean, because of that leaping ability, it kind of offsets his height disadvantage.
Now, here's Fox. Looking at the numbers, he's averaging about 20.5 points a game. Over ball. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot. Fox has got his second basket of the night.
Such an intelligent player. I mean, I love how Fox assesses these situations, and often he makes the right decision.
Here's Ball. The putback. Offensive rebound. Williamson dishes to Favors. Knocks it loose. Williamson, the pass to Favors. And then Favors with the dunk.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish. Fox, no good.
And that one gives them a +5 rebound advantage, Kevin.
And he tries off the glass, but it's no good. And now the fast break. Fox with the ball. And it's Fox with the jam.
Yeah, downright lethal in transition. Once Fox gets a step on you, it's pretty much over.
Here's Holiday. And the last shot before the buzzer is off. At the end of one, a closely contested game so far. Pelicans lead by 2. And we got more NBA action. And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And what stands out to you from the Pelicans in this one?
Aggressive at running guys to the backboard. You could tell it was part of their game plan coming in.
Well, governing the split of second chance opportunities, Jay, I mean, that's what has them in the lead after one.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor. All fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. Setting the floor now for the Pelicans. Jackson is out there with J.J. Redick. And it's Melly in at the 4 slot. Redick for 3. Can't hit that one. Good D by Heel.
And perimeter shooting never more valuable. And that's been J.J. Redick's MO all along. An elite marksman who can hit from anywhere.
And so it's Jackson who brings it up for the Pelicans. Trailing by 2. Outplayed in the previous game on their schedule. Losing to Sacramento.
That's his first personal foul.
And we're about a minute into the second quarter of play. Melly passes to Hayes. Throws it down as the official calls the foul. It may be a three-point play. Alex Len picks one up.
Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there. Sure. And in today's game, if you don't have floor spacing, your offense is going to struggle.
They call it gravity, the ability of outside shooters to attract defensive attention. Redick, one of those you don't leave for a moment.
Jackson finds Redick. Fires from deep. It's good. The assist this time from Jackson. Redick's got himself on the board with 3 there.
What a competitor Redick is. I mean, when you make a shot on his team, he wants payback.
Here's Hield. Len, rebounded by Jackson. New Orleans has gone 1 of 2 on 3-pointers here in the second quarter so far. To the middle, and now the Pelicans on the break. Hayes, no good. Got a piece of it, and stolen by Redick. Shoots over Len. Redick with the bucket. Redick's got 5 points now in the quarter.
This is a shot Redick knows he can make. His aggressive mindset makes him lethal.
Jackson comes over with the double. Redick against Hield to the inside. Hayes with the steal. And the call will be against Alex Len. That'll be his second foul of the game. Okafor's checked in for New Orleans. And a change for the Kings. Jabari Parker's checked in for Giants. Quarter two and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Here's Melly. Up again. Great positioning on the putback. Reddick's got the lead up to 4 now for the Pelicans.
I mean, it took him a long time to get into the flow of the game, but the points are starting to come for him.
Parker kicks it to Bazemore. The putback, it's good on the putback.
And reading shot trajectories is a skill that Parker has worked on over the years.
Healed on the double team. Melly passes to Reddick. And that's out of bounds. New Orleans will retain possession. And a moment now to look at the year-to-year scoring output and how it has been trending for Fox.
And one thing that has been very consistent for him the last few years, his ability to continue to deliver more and more offense. He's been doing everything that's been asked of him.
We're talking about number one options at the offensive end. There's a mentality, right, that you got to have as the teams go to score, isn't there?
Oh, yeah, definitely. Let's look at Harden. He can go 0 for 7, and then he expects to go 27 for 26. How about Curry? Have you ever seen Thompson when they said, oh, my God, Klay Thompson is off. Last game, he only had 11 points. Well, when that happens, you can bet your last dollar that the next game, he's going to make every shot. And so what it is, again, a short memory. Whether you make a lot, so what? I'm going to do that again tonight. And if you missed a lot the previous night, so what? That wasn't this night. Let's get it right now.
Reddick with it, out guarded by Hield. And it's J.J. Reddick with a 3. And it's a 9-point Pelican lead. Len down low, covered by Okafor. Now here's Bazemore. Defense right on him. Here's Parker. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
And at this stage of Parker's career, it's about accepting whatever role is asked of him. So far, he has done an admirable job of doing this.
The Kings shooting their first shots from the free throw line tonight.
And their success rate on the season, right around 77%.
And the Kings will go for a different look here. Bielitsa, he checks in for Alex Len. Harrison Barnes comes in for Kent Bazemore. Bogdanovic, he's checked in for Hield. And it's Fox in for Corey Joseph. Back to Holiday. Passes to Ingram. Williamson with it. Lock at 6. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Williamson's got 10 points.
Oh, great ball movement there. Pick up the pace, get the 2-for-1 here.
If that's how they want to end this quarter, they're going to have to score quick.
You gotta love his aggressiveness to finish inside.
Well, his leaping ability gives him a great advantage. Okafor controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. And the Pelicans lead by 9.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Fox with it. It's Bielitsa. Excellent D there from Okafor.
And he did everything he could to make that shot as difficult as possible.
Excellent D, avoiding fouling and got in the perfect position to alter the shot.
That'll do it for the first half. New Orleans on top, up by 9.
Thank you, Kevin. Here with Alvin Gentry. Coach, you're leading at the half. What will you continue to emphasize to your team?
All right, thank you, David. And folks, don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back to 2K Sports, everybody. A tremendous start for Zion Williamson. He had 10 points, 5 rebounds. And that's a wrap for our halftime show.
And if you're just joining us in this one, first half is in the books. 1 half to go. You look at Zion Williamson, guys. In this game, he has been everywhere.
And he was an absolute monster on the offensive glass in that first half. I don't know how you slow him down.
Yeah, you must try to match his energy level first and foremost. But right now, he's just out hustling guys to the ball.
On the court for Sacramento. Fox and Bogdanovic pair up at the 1 and the 2. Harrison Barnes is out there with Nemanja Bjelica. And it's Holmes in at center.
Passes like that help develop team chemistry. Bogdanovic, I love the display of unselfishness.
For 3, Ingram. And Derek Favors picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
They have yet to hit a shot. A real slow start here in the second half.
The Kings trail by 7. Now Fox. He has 6. And the call is going to be... Yes, it is. An illegal screen.
And checking out the numbers for Lonzo Ball. In the second half of this season, he's been nothing short of spectacular. 6th in assists. And he's a defensive ball hawk. You can't let your guard down. Remember, he's 10th in the league in steals per game.
And his floor awareness is undeniable. As you pointed out, top 10 in assists. And he's great at drawing the defense and making the perfect pass in stride.
This is what many fans came here to see. Williamson, at his size, with his speed, so unique in his style, his grace. It's unbelievable.
Here's Fox. Pelicans with the rebound.
And they continue to control the glass. When you talk about athletic families, both of Drew Holiday's parents played Division I college basketball. 2 brothers also in the NBA. His sister played at UCLA. Oh, and by the way, his wife is a gold medal winning soccer player. That is tough to beat.
Harry Giles is checked in for Sacramento. Fox passes to Holmes. The second chance effort stolen by Ball. And in transition, it's Ingram. Here we go. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Fox. And a chance now for us to see which rookies have been shooting lights out since the All-Star break. Zion Williamson on top.
He has been outstanding since the break. Defenders have been struggling to slow him down.
Rebound by the Kings. Holmes got rebound number 5 here tonight. And Drew Holiday, one of the 3 brothers playing in the NBA at the same time. Ray, how often do you see that?
I mean, we had the Plumleys for a while there, but the Holidays, probably the most notable example. Aaron, Drew, and Justin, a basketball dynasty in one generation.
Looking who's out there now for the Pelicans. Hayes comes in for Williamson. And it's Josh Hart in for Ball. And Aaron Fox gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game. J.J. Redick's checked in for New Orleans. Frank Jackson comes in for Drew Holiday. Sacramento also making some changes. Alex Lenz checked in for Rashawn Holmes. Ken Bazemore comes in for Barnes. And it's Joseph in for Fox. The Kings trail by 10. Pass to Bazemore. Here's Hield. Lays it up off the glass. Hield's got 9.
Looking more active inside Hield. It's important that he keeps looking to score close to the bucket.
Not watching the line there. That'll be a backcourt violation. And now a look at the upcoming schedule for Sacramento. On Sunday, they'll be matching up against Kevin Durant and the Brooklyn Nets. And then on Tuesday, they'll go up against Kristaps Porzingis and the Dallas Mavericks.
And for that matchup with the Magic, there aren't many other meetings that are as evenly matched as this one. Both teams can give and take punches, and this one, I think, is going to come down to the wire.
Fox kicks to Len. Pass to Giles. Ball's knocked loose. Len passes to Giles from down low. And the bank shot is good.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
A whole new cast of characters for the Pelicans. 3 promising first-round picks, Greg, and the young players acquired from the Lakers and veterans like Favors and Redick.
All of a sudden, a wealth of options for Alvin Gentry. Time will tell how they did in the AD trade, but it seems like they're off to a nice start.
Redick way outside. An absolute bomb from 3-point range. 13 points in the game.
This system is set up perfectly for him today. I mean, it's allowing him to find a lot of good shots.
Lenka kicks to Fox. 1:25 left to play in the third. He gets that one.
And if you give Fox the mid-range area, he'll take it. It's good seeing him improve from there.
New Orleans leading by 7. Holiday looking for an opening. Got it from 16 feet. And it's Parker with the ball, bringing it up for Sacramento. To the left side wing. Fox goes in, and it's Fox with the jam.
Few players in the NBA have the burst that Fox does. He's so explosive when attacking the rim.
New Orleans has gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. There's 42 seconds left in the third. The shot by Redick, no good. The Kings trail by 7. Here's Fox. Kicks it to Len. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. That one is on Holiday. The Kings have gone 2 for 2 in the game at the line. And he makes the first. Bielitsa, who's checked in for the Kings. Harrison Barnes comes in for De'Aaron Fox. And it's the Pelicans with the ball. They've held a 12-point lead earlier. They'll be off next to Utah for a meeting with the Jazz. And that'll be the first of a 2-game road trip for them. And that one's good, Williamson.
Well, it's been this way all night. Williamson can beat you in so many different ways.
Now here's Len. He's averaging just around 8.5 points a game. Bielitsa misses. Here's Williamson. And finished off by Williamson.
Williamson with the elite ability to finish off contact. And it's just not the strength. It's the body control.
And so it's the New Orleans Pelicans in control with the 9-point lead to end the quarter. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And he may not be known as a pass-first guy playing out of the 2-guard spot, but he shows here that he can dole out an assist or 2 when he needs to.
Yeah, no need for hero ball there. I mean, you just need to make the right basketball play. Outstanding dish that time.
And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this 4th period holds in store for us. A lot of former Blue Devils out there. Redick, Ingram, Zion, and Okafor all on the floor. And it's Ball in at the point. So that's the group out there for New Orleans. On the clock, here's Bogdanovic. The putback, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Oh, man, coaches love seeing that. Barnes grinding on the offensive glass, turning a missed opportunity into points.
And there's the pass to Ingram. Back to Redick. Passes it to Okafor. And then Okafor slams it in.
There it is, guys. One of those effort plays that makes a big difference in the game.
And GA, it is definitely making a difference so far today.
And Kevin, this is why his teammates respect him. The hustle, the energy. Gotta love him.
And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. And here are the Kings now. Barnes. Pass to Bielitsa. Back to Barnes. Tipped away. Pelicans leading by 9. Just over a minute and a half played here in the 4th. Ball no good.
He hasn't chipped in with many points tonight. Good thing he has the guys around him to carry the weight.
Holmes passes to Bogdanovic. Shoots over Redick. And all around the rim that time before dropping in.
And you can see the comfortable level Bogdanovic has. I mean, close to the rim, he knows he has the touch.
Ball against Hield. Williamson kicks to Ingram. Shoots from 14. The putback. Great positioning on the putback. And the Pelicans lead by 9.
unwilling to give up on that possession. I love Williamson's commitment and attack mentality.
Healed outside. For those just joining us, fourth quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it.
Hill is so quick on the drive, blasting through the defense, easily getting all the way to the cup.
To the paint, here's Williamson, and the dunk by Williamson.
They've got this lead because he's at the top of his game. He has been the story.
Here's Bogdanovic, and he uses the glass on the layup. Bogdanovic has got 4 this quarter.
Oh, no doubt that Buddy Hield can shoot with the best of them. It's encouraging watching him share the wealth as well.
The Kings trail by 7. No good that time. Excellent D there from Okafor. Here's Williamson. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
Yeah, most of the time, even hard fouls won't stop Zion. One of the best in the league, already at finishing through contact.
New Orleans making some changes here. Favors comes in for Okafor, and it's Holiday in for J.J. Redick. And the Kings also making a change. Fox is checked in. Ingram attacking. To the inside. Pass the ball. 1:25 left to play here in the fourth. And Drew Holiday, the bucket on the assist by Ball. Ball's got 3 assists now in this one.
What an excellent distributor Zoe is. I mean, he has a knack for getting it to his open teammates.
To the middle, stolen by Ball.
No question as to which team gave the better effort tonight. A dominant performance and an outstanding win for New Orleans.
Nothing like second chance buckets to pick up the scoring pace.
Yeah, it was impressive how they piled on the extra points, hitting the offensive glass, and then also winning the 50-50 ball battle.
And so it'll boost this year's win total for them to 29.
And as we get set to put this one to bed, a one-sided season series thus far. They've won 2 straight.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Zion Williamson.
He hung a big number on the scoreboard, and it wasn't just because he was hot. He did it with movement and tenacity.
Holiday finds Favors with the putback, and Holiday is right there.
They made the most of their opportunities, looking comfortable and locked in throughout the night.
And that's why they're in the driver's seat right now, looking to put this one away.
Here's Fox. And the 3 off target. Well, they're really making a point of keeping the ball moving around.
That's the key. The D can't focus on one player, and no matter what anybody tells you, that ball will always move quicker than the defender.
This is the next step for Fox. I mean, he's sharpening his outside shot. He's becoming a major threat from there.
And here's Ingram from the arc, kept alive. And Favors kicks the ball. Lets it go from deep. That shot is off. So we see New Orleans taking the W here. Some good moments throughout this one, but they have the clear advantage down the stretch.
Yeah, I mean, I love the way they execute.
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that'll do it, folks.
This year was so much fun, but it definitely came with some challenges. Thank goodness for 2K.
That's right. In fact, it's been an honor for us to share our time and our episodes with you, the fans, the community. And the big news is NBA 2K TV is returning for Season 7.
Yes, we're coming your way on September 4th. All new episodes of NBA 2K TV and NBA 2K.
A terrific look at the city of Memphis, Tennessee, on the banks of the majestic Mississippi River. As we approach the playoffs, let's now take a look at what is shaping up in the West. Take a look at the Grizzlies. They're holding the edge for the last playoffs. I am sure they'd feel better if they could jump up a couple rankings. And, of course, Sacramento, just a couple spots back.
And I think for Memphis, they've been strong at times this season, but they still have some holes. I think they're a playoff caliber team. I just don't think they're a championship caliber team.
This has been the thought all along. They have enough to compete night in and night out, but they're not taking 4 out of 7 from a top team in this league. No way.
Let's take a look at our starters for Sacramento. Fox and Bogdanovic pair up at the 1 and the 2. Bielitsa is out there with Holmes, and it's Barnes in at the 3 slot. And for Memphis, Jackson and Valanciunas, they're in the middle. Morant and Brooks manning the backcourt. And it's Anderson in at the small forward. Took him no time at all on that one. Well, Smitty, the future for these two teams, terrific. A lot of young talent on display.
Yes, it is, and you got to be happy if you're the fan base. You can grow with these guys, and you can see them grow, and they are going to win a lot of games in the future.
Some nice passing there by Memphis. Valanciunas finds Anderson. Back to Valanciunas. And it's Valanciunas finishing it off.
The playmaking ability of Kyle Anderson combines great floor vision with his height and feel.
Outside, Fox fires for 3, connects from three-point range. Fox has got his second bucket of the night.
Over the taller defender, this is why you have to stay connected to shooters on the perimeter.
And let's give him some credit. He read the situation well. He created some space, and he delivered. One sign of a great playmaker, hitting his man in stride.
Lets it go from 14, and he hits the jump shot. Fox has got 7 points in the game.
And he is really in a zone right now, playing and scoring with confidence.
From deep, and Morant gets it to go on the assist by Brooks.
And we've seen Morant make strides in this area. Now you have to take that three-point shot seriously.
Here's Fox, and he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
Sacramento shooting their first free throws of the game right now.
And I really love Fox's game. He's got a ton of room to grow, but boy, does he play with intensity.
Lenz checked in for the Kings. Buddy Hield comes in for Bogdanovic, and it's Clark with the jam.
Skying high, one of his advantages as an undersized 4.
And steady improvement, Smitty, for Lithuanian big man Jonas Valanciunas. You look at his per-minute numbers, pretty impressive.
They are. He'll give you 20 and 10 with 30 minutes a night. But in today's game, it's so perimeter-oriented. Will he get that opportunity?
Gorgie Dangs checked in for Memphis. DeAnthony Melton comes in for Morant. Then for the Kings, Giles comes in for Bielitsa. And it's Joseph in for De'Aaron Fox.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
Now here's Joseph. He's tightly guarded. The shot by Len, wide open. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
How often do we see this these days? Clubs answering each other from range.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
No excuse. You have to be aware. He should be on your radar all the time.
Count it. Brooks has got 5.
Yeah, and there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
Hield from outside. And another three for Sacramento.
And that is what Hield does. This guy is a gunner. Loves pulling the trigger from deep.
Giles the pass to Barnes. And it's Barnes slamming it down.
Excellent on both ends of that play.
Yeah, the steal was sharp, but the slam topped it off.
Turning defense into offense. Every coach talks about it. Perfect example right there.
The Grizzlies making a switch here. Allen's checked in. Sacramento also making some changes. Parker comes in for Alex Len, and it's Kent Bazemore in for Barnes. Allen dishes to Clark. Shot clock at 6. Pass to Chang. No good that time. And Sacramento will go the other way with it. They traveled to Memphis last time they faced the Grizzlies and came away with the win.
And that last one came right down to the wire. The difference for me being the impact they got from their bench.
Having that spark off the bench really helped them the last time these two teams battled. We'll see if it'll be there for them again.
Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Nice work to get it inside and draw the contact.
The Grizzlies shooting their first free throws of the game.
And as a team, really just middle of the pack in terms of their percentage from the line at about 76.
When your bigs can make free throws, it's a huge advantage. Love his approach to getting to the line.
Parker finds Bazemore. Back to Parker. Over Jang. A big-time effort for De'Aaron Fox, providing a lot of energy for Sacramento. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display. We'll get right back to the action when we return. Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. And looking at what we've seen from Sacramento so far, guys, what do you think?
Just stretching out the floor that first. They had the defense scrambling.
Reason why, excellent spacing. They may not stay this hot all game, but hard to bet against them.
Gorgie Dang is out there with Clark. Then there's Allen. And it's Melton in at the 1. That's the group for Memphis to kick off the second quarter. Draws contact on the shot, and now a three-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
How about how he sets his man up there, runs him right into the screen, and then gets the basket.
The Kings shooting their third free throw attempt of the game.
And I think this is a strength of this team. Solid numbers at the line across the board, 77% collectively.
Morant, he's checked in for DeAnthony Melton. Rashawn Holmes, he's checked in for the Kings. Sacramento leading by 3.
The 6'9" Kyle Anderson has a 7'3" wingspan. A big asset defensively. Not the most athletic, but he racks up blocks and steals.
Nobody near Allen. It's good on the putback.
And those second chance points really become almost like bonus points when you can get them.
Hield the pass to Holmes. Low block shot. That one a little long. And you look at Anderson, he likes playing with the ball in his hands.
Yeah, he has good ball handling for his size and great court vision. We call him slow-mo, but he can get to the rim on his drives, and he's a good finisher when he gets inside.
Joseph finds Parker. Anderson against Bazemore. Back to Parker. Here's Hield. The Grizzlies pull it in.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
On the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Oldham.
Well, Kevin, Jaren Jackson Jr. is the son of an NBA player. And I'm so old, I covered his dad in college. Growing up, his parents let him find his passion, but the game was always in his genes. Jackson Jr. said, "I've always prided myself on being more than just a basketball player, but I can't deny my laser focus on the sport." Kevin, he's following in his father's footsteps, but looking to create his own legacy.
Terrific mentor, but he's just getting started, David. Thank you.
Talented, driven, he puts constant pressure on your defense.
Inside, Parker. Banked in off the glass. Parker's got his second basket of the night.
Good job of stepping up to the plate there, seizing back the momentum for his team.
That's the competitor in him. Close game. Let me have this one.
And finished off by Morant.
You know, we talk so much about Morant's athleticism, but his feel for the game equally as effective.
Down low, here's Holmes, and Holmes throws it down. No shortage of drama here early on.
Yeah, 8 lead changes already. Huge number this early. And this Memphis team stakes its identity on defense.
Last season, top 3 in block percentage. They make their stand at the defensive end.
6 to shoot. Jackson kicks to Anderson. That shot missing, and Sacramento will go the other way with it. Their next game playing at home as the Nets come into town. That'll be the first of 2 straight at home.
Yeah, just not on the same page. Unfortunate, wasted possession.
So Memphis ends up going with the new group. Back to Jang. Rebound by Bielitsa.
Even though he missed it, this is the exact play your offense is designed to produce.
The kick out to Fox. The offensive rebound. Bielitsa with the bucket.
Hustle points count just like any others. That's a great play.
Brooks, the pass to Valanciunas. And the dunk by Valanciunas.
Jonas Valanciunas, the big fella dominating in the paint.
And the Grizzlies, they come in off a loss to the Trailblazers. Fox looking it over. Just 5 to shoot. It's rebounded by Memphis. It's Brooks on the wing, covered by Barnes. Passes it to Jang. The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
The persistence of Valanciunas paying off in a big way on the glass. He is just a tremendously hard worker.
Outside Fox. Here's Len. And there are the Kings with another bucket. Well, guys, this first half has been about as tightly contested as you can hope for.
There have been a lot of lead changes. My goodness.
Bogdanovic, that's for 2. No good on the last second attempt there. And some good action through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. It's Sacramento up by 1. It's time now to...
Thanks, Kev.
Thanks, David. And we'll be back shortly following halftime to get the 3rd quarter underway.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back. A tremendous start for De'Aaron Fox. He had 8 points and 1 steal. And that'll do it for...
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. Without question, De'Aaron Fox displaying his skills today.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
I think both sides probably adjusted a few things. The key for him is to bring the same level of energy over these last 2 quarters.
On the court right now for the Kings, Fox and Bogdanovic pair up at the 1 and the 2. Harrison Barnes is out there with Nemanja Bjelica. And it's Holmes in at the center, filling out the middle. Brooks, the pass to Valanciunas, and they pick up 2. Valanciunas has got the first basket of the second half here for the Grizzlies. Some players out there are either loved or hated by the fans. There's no in between, Smitty. But when you take a look at divisive players in the league, who pops into your head?
Draymond Green, Russell Westbrook, LeBron James. There's some people who love him, and there's some people that hate him.
Sure.
Joel Embiid is starting to creep into that conversation. Those are some of the guys some people love him and some people hate him.
Here's Fox. Hits from the high post. Fox Fox has got 10 points.
And how about the mid-range shooting of Fox? Definitely capable of sinking those shots with consistency.
Morant kicks to Brooks. Dishes it to Valanciunas. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. The Grizzlies have been perfect at the line so far, albeit just 2 for 2.
For a player his size, Valanciunas has always been a good free throw shooter. We won't see a hack of Val anytime soon.
Here's what Sacramento's going with right now. Harry Giles is checked in for Rashawn Holmes, and it's Buddy Hield in for Bogdanovic. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Jaren Jackson. That is his first foul of the game. Clark, he's checked in for Jackson. Third quarter here, over a minute and a half into it. Hield against Brooks, and they call an illegal screen here.
And with the pause here, how about the stats for Valanciunas? 6th in rebounding, and he's in the top 10 in field goal percentage. Really able to power his way to the bucket and finish through contact.
And he's a top 10 rebounder this year for good reason. He's unbelievably driven, and he competes with you for the entire game. Tries again. Some nice passing there by Memphis. Brooks dishes to Valanciunas. Back to Brooks. And it's blocked. The drive by Barnes. Here's Fox. And the rebound goes to the Grizzlies. Valanciunas has got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Back to Clark. Kicks it to Valanciunas. Brooks with no one around. Memphis keeping it alive with a new 14.
They're consistently finding ways to get the ball inside and taking full advantage.
Outside, Fox. Back to Hield. Outside, Fox. And it's good off the back of the rim and in. Fox has got 4 points in the quarter.
Well, I think it's fair to say that Fox is in the zone right now. An exciting player to watch. I just love seeing how he can take over a game with his aggressiveness.
Back to Hield. And he lays it straight in. Hield's got 5 now.
The assist there from Barnes. Over the years, he's got better and better making decisions with the ball in his hand.
Right on the bucket.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Brooks against Hield. The kick out to Fox. For the tie. But they get it back. Sacramento gets it back. Hield outside. Clock at 6. They shoot again. And again, it's Sacramento converting.
Just taking what the defense allows, and that's a shot he'll make all night.
Here's Clark. He's covered by Bielitsa. And Brooks. Here we go. Count that one. 9 points in the game so far. And it's Fox with the ball for the Sacramento Kings. Free throw line jump shot. Gets that one to fall. That's his 6th field goal. He has shot the ball 12 times.
You get the sense Fox just improving with each game in terms of his pick and roll play, figuring out his angles, knowing when to pull and when to try to split or turn the corner.
Anderson against Barnes. Valanciunas passes to Anderson. Back to Valanciunas. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Memphis needs to get off a shot here. And it's Morant missing.
And when you are as good a shooter as he is, you have the confidence. You have to have the confidence to take that shot. It might not always fall.
You know what another option is? Just give the ball up. Let someone else make a play.
Quick off the floor and powerful. Clark loves to attack that rim.
And the game still closely contested as we end the third quarter. Grizzlies lead by 1. And we're coming right back. Be sure to stay with us as we get started for the fourth quarter. Now let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
And how about the big fella here showing us he's got some point guard skill here with the tremendous setup.
Let me tell you, when you can run offense through your bigs, you give the defense just another thing it has to try and take away.
Well, this has been a great contest so far, and I imagine the fourth quarter could have even more action in store for us. Okay, now let's reset our lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for this fourth quarter. Taking a look at the Grizzlies. We've got Morant. Zhang is out there with Jaren Jackson, and it's Melton in at the 2. Bogdanovic, no luck.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
To the wing right side. Here's Melton. Good, nice job down low. Melton's got the first basket as we get going in the fourth for the Grizzlies. The Kings trail by 3. Outside, Fox. The 3. And out of bounds as the Grizzlies gain possession. And here's a look at what's coming up for the Kings. On Sunday, they'll be facing Kyrie Irving and the Brooklyn Nets. And then on Tuesday, they'll go up against Kristaps Porzingis and the Dallas Mavericks.
And for that matchup with the Magic, that's a contest that could easily go either way. Small mistakes could be the difference, and both teams will need to be at their best.
Here's Melton. Knocks down the 10-footer. And it's a 5-point Grizzly lead.
There's a certain resiliency to this team, and you're starting to see it.
Well within striking range. Now is when you have to lock in at both ends.
And that one is hammered home.
Really good possession there. They've never lost their focus, even as the game's gotten tight.
With their lead starting to stretch out just a little bit here late, they're in a prime position now to wrap this one up.
Fox passes to Len. Terrific assist, a nice finish. Solid play all around.
Yeah, instinctively, too. Fox there looking to be a ball mover, a facilitator. And that's one reason why his team is playing well. If you came to watch a scoring battle, you're in the right place.
Yeah, both teams trying to close out strong. These are the fireworks that fans came to see.
Good on that shot, and with that, the Memphis lead is cut down now to just 5 on the bucket from Parker. The Grizzlies have gone an outstanding 4 of 5 from the field in the fourth quarter so far. And up the court come the Kings on the break. It's Bielitsa and contest. And here we go with the coach's challenge. Not surprised in a competitive game like this. And he's disputing the personal foul call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Some changes for Sacramento. Rashawn Holmes, he's checked in for Len, and it's Barnes in for Parker. Bogdanovic passes to Fox. From 11 feet away, Holmes, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
And folks, he did not luck into that one. He knew just where he wanted to be to grab that backboard.
Out to Brooks. Back to Valanciunas. And it's Valanciunas finishing it off.
Huge bucket there from the big Lithuanian. Valanciunas is stepping up.
And here's Fox. He'll bring it up for the Sacramento Kings. Bielitsa passes to Fox. The kick out to Barnes. Outside, Fox. Top of the key. It's rebounded by Memphis. Jackson's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Brooks, the pass to Morant. To the paint. Valanciunas dishes to Jackson. Some nice passing there by Memphis. Out of bounds, Sacramento takes possession. Fields checked in for the Kings. The Kings trail by 5. Outside, Fox. From 17 feet out. Here's Holmes. Pass to Bielitsa. Outside, Fox. Shot clock at 6. Got it! What a beautiful shot to bring him to within 3.
And Fox starting to show you his abilities inside. Has quick instincts, which I think helps him when he's down low. A true leader. You can tell Morant takes pride in stepping up when it matters most.
Healed outside. 23 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Good! And he has brought them to within 2 points.
Big-time basket at a big-time moment.
This is why we all watch. The NBA is about these moments.
Well, credit them for maintaining that aggression, even being up this much.
They don't want to leave no chance for a comeback. Just focus on playing the right way. Great job executing the offense. That pass on time and on point.
Now Fox from deep three-point range. No good there.
Not known for his defense, but Valanciunas did a great job on that play.
All right, David, thank you. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now.
The NBA 2K21 demo is out now, and in this episode, we're jumping right in. Plus, we look back at our
The dome of the California Capitol building lit up dramatically here at our broadcast location in Sacramento. Good Friday night to you, sports. Hey, Dave.
Well, guys, DeMar DeRozan is a prolific.
Great vision, David. Thank you. And let's check out a breakdown. Looking at some stats for DeRozan.
And he's fallen out of favor a little bit in their offense, at least compared to how he was being used earlier in the season. His usage percentage is down over the past 5 games. Maybe he'll be more involved here tonight.
And the starting group for the Spurs. Murray out there with White. Then there's Pirtle. Then it's DeRozan. And it's Walker in at the 3 spot. And for the Kings, Fox and Bogdanovic pair up at the 1 and the 2. Bielitsa is out there with Harrison Barnes. And it's Holmes in at the 5. So the San Antonio Spurs able to put the first points up on the board. Here's Fox. And Pirtle pulls it down. And it's Walker with the ball, bringing it up for the Spurs. They want to keep it rolling here following the win against Dallas.
Well, in that one, they just had everything working offensively. It's a lot of fun when you get into that kind of a groove.
Yeah, I love watching that game, and in particular, their demeanor in their destruction in that game.
And it's the Kings with the ball, following the bucket by the Spurs. Keeps it alive, controls the rebound, and puts it back up and in.
These are bonuses. When you get Bielitsa inside to mix it up that way, that helps.
Here's Murray. Here's Pirtle. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So 1 free throw coming up.
And a better box out saves them 2 points there.
It didn't seem like anybody was really aware there to go and collect that rebound in the possession.
Well, they've been striving towards it for years now, and the Kings are finally one of the premier up-tempo teams.
Well, it works for them when you have a guy like De'Aaron Fox out there to blast off on any possession. You surround him with great shooters in Bogdanovic and Hield. Puts a lot of pressure on the defense on a nightly basis throughout the course of a regular season. Shooting 4 of 5 to start the game, that's got to be a feel-good.
It's Bielitsa. He can't get that one, so the Spurs will take it the other way.
So far, the team just 1 of 5, and that rim shrinking.
It's common to see wing players improve their perimeter shooting in the league, but DeMar DeRozan's most striking growth has been his ball handling and playmaking. He's been dynamic with the ball in his hands.
Corey Joseph's checked in for the Kings. Greg DeRozan watching a ton of films of guys like Andre Miller and Sam Cassell operating in the pick and roll.
Not only that, Kevin, to strengthen his left hand, he used it for daily activities like writing, leaving no stone unturned to become an expert initiator.
Well, mid-range is where he makes the money. So when the D's slow to get out on him, always surprising to see him miss from there.
Now here's Joseph. Looking at his numbers, he's averaging about 6.5 points a game. It's good on the putback.
Oh, great timing. He is one tough customer on that offensive glass.
You know, it's like he has a sixth sense of where that rebound is going. And he recovers it. That one goes in.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
The Kings trail by 7. Here's Bogdanovic. Again, Sacramento.
I tell you what, it's almost like stealing to watch how he plays the game from this seat.
Murray outside. Back to Walker. From deep. A new 14-second shot clock for San Antonio. Pirtle's shot is off. Sacramento's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Passes to Bogdanovic. Played in with a nice touch off the glass.
It's a pretty soft touch for Bogdanovic, trying to do some damage on the inside now.
Spurs leading by 3. White left side. Fires the 3. Offensive rebound, Spurs. And DeRozan kicks to Walker. 6 on the shot clock. Pirtle dishes to DeRozan. Whistle blows. Bucket is good. And he'll have a chance at the line to make it a 3-point play.
And when Pirtle sees one of his guys wide open, he whips it his way. He's all for doing what's best for the team.
Catching up on the changes for Sacramento. Lenz checked in for Rashawn Holmes. Harry Giles comes in for Bielitsa. Kent Bazemore's checked in for Harrison Barnes. And Heald subbed in for Bogdanovic. Now here's Joseph. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. Bellinelli's checked in for the Spurs. And here's Gay. He'll bring it up for the San Antonio Spurs. 6-point game. 1:03 left to play in the first quarter. Inside. And Zeller kicks to Bellinelli. To the middle. Here's Gay. And the layup's good off the glass.
And boy, have they come out strong, really pounding the offensive board for second chance points.
Heald from outside. Sinks it. What range from outside. Wow.
Still the strongest part of Buddy Hield's game. He is a lethal shooter. What a perfect stroke that was.
Zeller passes to Mills. Bellinelli with it. The dish to Gay. And the Spurs scoring again.
Yeah, off to a strong start here early. 6 points off second chance buckets.
It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Here's Forbes. Rebound by the Kings. They came away with the victory in their last meeting, which, by the way, was also in this building.
Not a close contest either. The last time they got together, everyone in the rotation played solid, and the bench was the difference.
The second unit came in last game and just played lights out basketball. I'm sure they'd like to do that again. So many highlights of Rudy Gay early on, challenging defenders at the rim. Another one there on the alley-oop.
And so it's San Antonio in control with the 9-point lead to end the quarter. They're playing a bruising game inside, and it's working for them. We've got... And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Spurs?
Hey, why take jump shots when you can get your points at the rim?
Yeah, that worked wonders for them in the quarter. We'll see what kind of adjustments get made.
That's at the point with Heald to his side. They're the backcourt. Parker out there with Alex Len, and it's Bazemore at the 3. So that's the 5 in the game for Sacramento. Up again, and Gay with the second chance points. Gay's got the lead up to 9 now for the Spurs.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Bazemore passes to Parker. Got a piece of it. Now Mills. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. And now the fast break. Fox with the ball. Makes it off the glass. Especially in the playoffs, Brent, so much can change when a player gets in a foul trouble. You see the league ever modifying that foul out rule?
I know that they do that in the summer league where you can stay on the court for 10 fouls as elimination, but it's a technical every time. I don't see the league doing that. I think it's good for the game so that star players or meaningful players, ones that play specifically on defense, they have to have responsibility for what it is that they're doing on the floor. And if they're overly aggressive, you should be penalized for playing that way.
Parker dishes the Len. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up, officials. And here we go. Coach's challenge happening right now. This one in regards to the personal foul. Seeing if that was the right call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replay, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in air. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Jabari Parker. That's his first foul. Second quarter, we're a little over a minute and a half in. Pass to Mills. A 3-ball. Rebound by Bielitsa. The Kings trail by 7. Parker left side. Hield finds Parker. Pass to Bielitsa. Shoots it up. And Pirtle sends it back.
And you got to give appreciation to how Pirtle punishes shooters. A dynamite shot blocker with impeccable timing.
Now the pass to Forbes. An easy 2 points on the layup. Forbes has got his first basket of the night.
That's the kind of passing right there that makes a difference, not just in that possession, but maybe on your play for the entire game.
Hield kicks to Parker. Here's Fox. It's Bielitsa.
Heady play by Bielitsa.
Well, for Bielitsa, he's not the most athletic player on the floor, but Brent, he produces.
Yeah, Bielitsa, one of those guys who can flow into a transition and stop 3 or 4 feet behind the three-point line and drill you from there. So a nice guy as a secondary option on the break is Bielitsa.
Sacramento making a switch here. Giles is checked in. Then for the Spurs, Derek White's checked in for Bryn Forbes. And it's DeJounte Murray in for Patty Mills.
Bielitsa can surprise you at times, not just as a shooter, but pump faking, putting the ball on the deck, and trying to become a playmaker. As long as he's under control, he can do some nice things out there.
Hield outside. Lets it go. Again, the miss by the Kings.
That's a shocker there. Did not expect him to miss from that range. He's got to be shooting close to 60% from there.
Giles the pass to Fox. The 3. Sacramento again missing.
This feels like it's snowballed a little bit on them. The more he tries to shoot his way out of this slump, the worse it seems to get. They need him to get it together.
The Kings trail by 10. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
White the pass to Pirtle, and he makes the 8-footer. Pirtle's got his third basket of the night.
Those defenders just look a little bit gassed. I mean, they're getting pushed around on that low block.
Gay outside. That shot off. Now Sacramento takes it the other way. Their next game playing at home as the Nets come into town. And they've been enjoying this long homestand. That will be game 4 of 5 in a row at home.
A little tease there from Buddy Hield, showing his explosiveness. Undersized, but able to convert inside.
Out to DeRozan. Shoots a 3. They get it back. Great positioning on the putback. White's got the lead up to 12 now for the Spurs.
And that bucket adds to what has been a big difference in points in the paint between the two teams.
Fires high post and misses it off the right side of the rim. And San Antonio shooting pretty good tonight at 48%. Murray dishes to DeRozan. Outside for Murray. Spurs passing it around. Gay right side. Just 5 on the clock. That one is good. He's only missed 1 shot of his 6 taken on the floor.
No doubt about the consistency when it comes to scoring the basketball for him tonight. A real nice lift for their offense.
Hield against White. Now here's Hield. And Pirtle sends it back. From deep 3-point range, and that one released in time, but no good. And so it's the San Antonio Spurs with a 14-point lead as we bring the quarter to a close. And it's been their rugged defense setting the tone. And we'll be back with you shortly.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. Good to see you back here on our halftime show. Well, actually, we can't see you, but you can see us, but you get it. Ernie Johnson, Kenny the Jet Smith, Shaquille O'Neal. You're watching the end. It was all about San Antonio as the game got going. They didn't wait long to put together a 9-2 run. They were making a lot of tough plays look easy. And it was a 9-point. And that...
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. Rudy Gay having a dominant impact in this game.
Really impressed with the shot selection through the first half, just taking what he can get from the defense.
Yeah, I'm thinking back to the first half and wondering, did he take a low percentage shot? Everything efficient.
On the floor for San Antonio, Jakob Poeltl out there with DeRozan. Then there's Murray. Then it's White, and it's Walker in at the small forward position. It's Fox with the drive. It's Bielitsa. No good with the triple.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
White, wide open. He fires. Good. And it's DeRozan picking up the assists.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
Outside, Fox. The high post shot. That one good for two.
Fox pretty good when he decides to use his speed. He's going to get the defense on their heels.
Spurs leading by 16. White inside. He's covered by Bogdanovic. And it's White missing. The Kings shooting the ball at 42%. So the wing on the left. Here's Fox. The shot missing. Walker with some nice D. Murray, the pass to Walker. Here's Poeltl. He kicks to Walker. Back to Poeltl. Goes back up. Oh, and he plucks it off the glass. Wow. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Jakob Poeltl. That is his first foul of the game. Alex Lenz checked in for Bielitsa. Then for the Spurs, Zeller, he's checked in for Jakob Poeltl. Bellinelli comes in for White, and it's Mills in for DeJounte Murray. The Kings trail by 16 to the inside, and stolen by Zeller. And here comes Bellinelli leading the fast break. And DeMar DeRozan the bucket on the assist by Bellinelli. And that's now 9 points for DeMar DeRozan. Fox looking it over. Inside, Len takes the assist and lays it in. Pick out the pass nicely. Brent, the league's been trying to clean up some of the physicality that we see, some of the jawing, but there are some players that do a great job of nonetheless getting under an opponent's skin.
I don't think, Kevin, over the past couple of years, we would deem the NBA as being more physical than at any other time. Would we say that?
I think that's fair.
We would never say that. But there are still irritants in the game. And the reason why those guys do that is because that's their competitive advantage. And that's the way the league is always going to operate. There are going to be guys out there who are going to use either their intellect to get inside your head or do things on a physical level that are going to cause you to think about what it is you're doing on the floor. And when you find those guys, they're really interesting players to watch. You're not going to replicate their shooting form, Kevin. But in terms of sometimes their approach, there are things that you might be able to learn from a Draymond Green or a Marcus Smart.
No doubt.
And that solid play in the paint continues here, guys.
Gay left side. Back to Forbes. Got a hand on it.
Sensational coverage by Bazemore there. His length makes him a threat to always be able to block shots like that.
And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. With this break in the action, a quick look at our 2K leaderboard in the NBA's top free throw shooting big men since the All-Star game. Rudy Gay on top.
He's got a great rhythm and form at the foul line. Sometimes we don't see that in the big fellas, but he is automatic up there.
Buddy Hield, he's checked in for the Kings. Jakob Poeltl's checked in for the Spurs. And Joseph drops them both. Player salary is obviously a large investment, Brent. What are some other investments that owners can make to help their team get better, either on the floor or off?
massive one, Kevin, obviously, is in terms of your players' wellness and what it is that you're doing with your physical therapy staff, your strength and conditioning staff, because you want these guys available at the best and maximum potential physically that they can give you. A lot of teams, quite frankly, in the past couple of seasons, Kevin, looking into other ways, holistic therapies, mental approach that they can have mental wellness for their players as part of their programming. So teams that think you build some beautiful practice facility and just let the guys go bounce the ball around and shoot are absolutely missing. Yeah, they're missing the boat on what it is that their players require, need to be complete as people.
And the Kings making a change here. Giles is checked in. .116 left in the third. Here's Bellinelli. They can't stop the run with that one.
Well, he creates such a great opportunity right at the rim, and he just can't get it to go. Even with the defense, not really a factor.
Bazemore for three. And it's Rudy Gay with the rebound. Gay's got rebound number 5 here tonight. To the paint. And the jam by Rudy Gay.
Now, there's been nights like this throughout Rudy Gay's career. He's back on one now.
On the wing, Hield. He's got 5. Drills the baseline jumper. Hield's got 7.
Yeah, quick trigger. And from that range, if he senses the defenders have backed off, forget about it.
And Forbes kicks to Bellinelli. He dishes it to Gay. From deep. And it's Sacramento with the rebound. Bazemore finds Hield. From deep. Hits it from three-point range. Hield's got it back down to single digits for the Kings.
Kent Bazemore knows that his contributions come from being active and Bazemore becoming a better passer.
And Pirtle has it in the corner. And he gets it to go from the corner. 9 points in the game so far.
Nice delivery there. You can't hesitate when a man comes free on the perimeter. He got it, went right into the shot.
And so it's San Antonio ahead by 9 as the quarter comes to a close. And they're winning. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, and I like the fact we get to see this pass one more time. A magnificent feed, and you love to see your off guard taking over the playmaking duties with this much skill.
Yeah, sometimes that's what can separate some of the best players, not just creating for yourself, but creating for others as well.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the fourth quarter. On the court right now for the Kings. That's at the point with Hield to his side. They're the backcourt. Rashawn Holmes out there with Giles. And it's Bielitsa in at the small forward. Here's Giles. Can't hit from in close. And so it's DeRozan. He'll bring it up for San Antonio. They led by as many as 18 points. Murray, good.
Defensively, you can't afford to give him that kind of look, especially down this many points.
Teachable moment there. Lapses like this are backbreakers.
And here is Hield. Fires it up. Rebound San Antonio. Pirtle's got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. Hield against White. Back to Gay. Feeds to White. Here's Pirtle. And that's good. A nice job in the glass as they pick up 2 on the second effort.
And Pirtle is always a threat to come away with offensive rebounds thanks to his amazing timing, especially when the D fails to box him out.
To end the run. And it's Gay with the rebound. Gay's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Pirtle, no one around him. White. Nice persistence to tip it back up and in. And the Spurs lead by 18.
Love the determination he showed there, getting himself into good position under the glass.
With the presence of mind to know just where the rebound was going to come down. Well timed. And even though he stands 6'10", Holmes plays taller than that.
He does, mostly, Kevin, because of that length. I mean, he stretches out and uses that quick jump and can block some shots and detour a few guys from trying to do some things offensively.
Harrison Barnes, he's checked in for the Kings. Bogdanovic comes in for Hield. Spurs also with the sub. Walker's checked in. Fox with the steal. And now Sacramento on the break. Bogdanovic dishes to Fox. DeRozan against Barnes. DeRozan, that's good.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
Down low, it's Bielitsa. That fall. Nice feed that time from Bogdanovic.
Got to have good court awareness, and it was on display right there from Bogdanovic.
Right side, DeRozan. Here's Murray. It doesn't go for him. And Sacramento will go the other way with it. Barnes outside. A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth quarter. Murray against Fox. The putback, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
You know, we talk about it all the time, guys. Those second chance buckets, always the result of that extra effort.
Passes it to DeRozan. That's good. Basket number 5 on a 5-for-8 night shooting.
And you want to talk about high volume scores, just look at what DeRozan's doing tonight. He's been on a mission, putting his mark on this game in a big way. Clearly, he's one of the best there is in the business when it comes to making that lead pass.
Shots good by Walker. The Kings trail by 16. Here's Fox. Rebound, San Antonio.
And not a way to get out of a funk. He needs to be looking for good, solid, more efficient shots. Not the wild one he took there.
Give them credit. They've worked hard all game, now looking to finish it.
No, great job of getting in position to win a game. It's been an all-out effort from the squad.
And making his return from the ACL tear, DeJounte Murray, long, athletic, and young. He still has a very bright future.
Bielitsa finds Fox. Now Bogdanovic. Shot clock at 5. To the middle. Fires at the elbow. Bielitsa misses. And Murray winning second team all defense in 2018. And Greg, at that time, he was only 21.
And that's been his strong suit. If he can hit perimeter shots consistently, he can be a star.
And bird right's an important element in structuring the salary cap. Can you tell the viewers exactly what that means?
What it means, Kevin, is you have the ability to go into the above the tax to sign your own player, and so it doesn't cost you in terms of tax dollars. So if player finishes his season, you have bird rights on that player. You can negotiate a number that's not going to impact your bottom line and cut into your salary cap. So very important when teams are maneuvering around and trying to get players on their roster for a season or two, that after that second season or third season over, that the bird rights still remain for them to extend him even further, to keep him around the culture.
Holmes down low. Here's Parker. And he banks in the layup.
But you got to just be in position, and that time Jabari was deep enough and pretty much game over for the D.
The rebound by Johnson.
How about the timing he shows there to challenge that shot?
Yeah, not easy to do there, and that's a guy that you can tell takes every possession defensively very seriously.
And a wide open look for Walker. Cans it from downtown.
But the truth is they've had control of this game.
Yeah, looks like a veteran team tonight, getting out on the road, playing with assertiveness, confidence, fully in control for this one.
And so it's San Antonio easily taking this one. David, thank you as always. And that'll wrap it up, folks.
Welcome to the special edition of 2K TV.
The wait is almost over. We are just days away from 2K Day and the launch of NBA 2K21.
And if you can't wait, you can get early access to the NBA 2K21 demo right now. Here's how you get started.
Looking down upon the Tower Bridge spanning the Sacramento River here in the capital of California. And let's go. Well, what a great attitude. He is a monster on defense. David, thank you. And the starting lineup for the Pelicans, Ingram the 3 and Zion the 4. Ball and Holiday combine at the guard spots. And it's Favors in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And for the Kings, Fox and Bogdanovic pair up at the 1 and the 2. Bielitsa is out there with Holmes, and it's Barnes at the 3 spot. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. And this late in the season, Clark, for non-playoff contending teams, really there's nothing to lose. The pressure is gone. You can let it rip, can't you?
Yeah, there's a freedom that you can play with when you don't have the pressure or the expectation of being a playoff team. And sometimes that allows you to play your best basketball because there is nothing to lose.
Here we go, one-on-one. And there's Williamson on the assist by Ball. Williamson's got the first points up on the board for the Pelicans. Fox with it, now guarded by Ball. Fox goes in. The shot that time, not on target. So the Pelicans will take it the other way. And stolen by Bielitsa. A nice shot by Bogdanovic.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
And you know you're going to get those buckets, guys, when you're quick to get out on the break. Get that ball up the court as fast as you can.
Back to Ball. The kick out to Holiday. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Throws up. Rips down the breakaway slam.
Really sweet passing from Fox. He's a reliable floor general and has great vision on the court.
Favors at the elbow. It's good. The assist that time from Holiday.
Really crisp, intelligent passing to make that basket possible.
Passes it to Holmes. And stolen by Favors. It's 2-on-1. Ahead. And the dunk by Williamson.
What amazes me about watching Williamson, his lift into the air, it's so effortless.
Offensive rebound. Holmes. Great D that time from Favors.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
The putback, and Holiday is right there.
Excellent awareness of where to be on the offensive boards. He did it with great positioning.
Fox with it, now guarded by Ball. The pass to Bielitsa, and stolen by Favors. Bogdanovic against Ingram. And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes played. And yes, it's good.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
Yeah, shots falling, off to a very good start offensively as a result. The second overall pick in 2016, a lot of expectations for Brandon Ingram. If anything, he puts that pressure on himself. This is a young man that wants to be great.
Scooped up. Here's Favors, and then Favors with the dunk.
There it is, guys. One of those effort plays that makes a big difference in the game.
And GA, it is definitely making a difference so far today.
Well, you know, if you're not going to take care of the defensive glass, it's going to be hard to come away with the win.
Lenz checked in for Sacramento. Buddy Hield comes in for Bogdanovic. And the Pelicans making a change here as well. Redick is checked in. And Clark, they say Brandon Ingram, his own biggest critic. Does all his frustration and worry become, you think, a hindrance?
I think it can be, guys. I mean, you can't weigh yourself down with self-frustration and self-criticism because it can keep you from being your best. At the end of the day, his talent is obvious. I think he's got tremendous upside, but that piece of the mentality that he brings has to be balanced out a bit.
And a chance now to catch up on some numbers with the hustle stats for New Orleans.
Boy, they've really amped up the pressure at the defensive end, guys, and have piled up the steals in the early going.
Yeah, and one thing, Clark, I've noticed is how quick their hands have been tonight. Thanks to that, they've gotten a lot of points off of turnover.
Catching up on the changes for Sacramento. Harry Giles is checked in for Bielitsa. Ken Bazemore comes in for Barnes. And it's Joseph in for Fox. 5 on the clock. Healed from outside. And once again off the mark by Sacramento. And the Pelicans with the possession. They're on an 11-2 run. He dialed that one up from long distance.
I like their focus coming in. Terrific execution so far.
And, you know, it's an all-out effort they've come in with. Very aggressive offense so far.
There's 38 seconds left in the first. On the wing, Hield. Shoots over Redick. Again, the miss by the Kings.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
Hart, no good. And here's Hield. He'll bring it up for Sacramento. Trailing by 10. Defeated by the Pelicans in their last game. They'll try to put that one behind them. Pass to Giles. Len controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Just in a perfect position to grab that rebound and then get the putback.
Here's Favors. Tips it up. It's good on the putback.
Excellent all-around performance so far, hence the big lead.
Yeah, you know, they've had the advantage at both ends. They've got...
And so it's the New Orleans Pelicans going into the break with a 10-point lead. They're pounding the ball inside, and that's where they've gotten their best production tonight. And don't go away. We'll be right back. And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from New Orleans?
I mean, offensively, I thought they did a good job of protecting the ball. And defensively, boy, were they disruptive.
Yeah, I like the way they forced a ton of turnovers and then took advantage of those turnovers with opportunistic baskets.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter to play. So for New Orleans right now, they've got J.J. Redick. He's out there with Jackson. Hart is out there with Hayes. And it's Melly in at the 4. Here's Hield, and he gets the bucket.
Challenging the bigger defender, cutting him down to size with that one.
Well, the size mismatch is no problem for this fella, guys. I mean, how much do you like seeing that aggressiveness from him?
And we have an intentional foul there, G.A. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
Okafor is checked in for the Pelicans. Holiday comes in for J.J. Redick. Jackson misses.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
Taken away by Hayes. The shot by Holiday, no good. The Kings trail by 10. Here's Parker. Goes up and lays it nice and easy.
Excellent control from Parker that time. So good at taking the contact and then adjusting his shot in the process.
Pass to Okafor. The rebound by Giles. Last outing for the New Orleans Pelicans. It was a loss to the Kings. Good. Hield's got 4 points this quarter.
Phenomenal court vision by Parker. He really has all the tools to be a great player in this league.
Stolen by Joseph. Parker passes to Giles. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Parker. And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for the Kings.
And it's been about their defense. They're playing with a frenetic pace, putting a lot of pressure on the ball handlers and forcing turnovers.
Something else they've done right so far from the get-go tonight is run. I mean, so much of their offense has come off the fast break.
Kings have gotten 4 of their first 5 shots to fall in the second quarter. Outstanding shooting. And 4 years at Villanova for Josh Hart. Won the title back in 2016.
He just makes winning plays, hits perimeter shots, and the 30th pick in 2017, he has been solid. And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
To the paint. The kick out to Holiday. No good from outside. And here are the Kings now. They've outscored him 10 points to 2 during this run. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Yeah, they've raised their shooting percentage in this quarter, and they're starting to get on track.
And they're starting to heat up is what they're doing. They're on fire. I mean, that's what they need to climb back into this game.
Jackson passes to Hart. Now here's Hayes. Over Giles. Hayes, no good.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
I certainly do. You know, I like to see guys do their work inside. Their rebounding has been excellent, and that's always important in a close game.
Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball.
Somebody you can count on. He is an extremely reliable finisher.
Hart kicks to Holiday. Overhealed. Holiday gets the bucket. Holiday's got his second basket of the game. And here are the Kings now. They're on a 14-4 run. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. And here's the upcoming schedule for New Orleans. On Friday, they'll be matching up against Mike Conley and the Utah Jazz. And then on Saturday, they'll face off against Paul George and the Los Angeles Clippers.
And for that game against the Hawks, on paper, you'd expect them to come away with the win, but this might be one of those trap games where they let it get away from them if they aren't focused.
Catching up on the changes for Sacramento. Lenz checked in for Harry Giles. Bielitsa comes in for Parker. Harrison Barnes, he's checked in for Kent Bazemore. And De'Aaron Fox subbed in for Corey Joseph. And Fox gets it to go.
Yeah, I like it. I like it. Fox continues to get better from the mid-range just the way he wants to.
Reddick passes the ball. Fox with the steal. It's deflected. Stolen by Ball. Here's Williamson, and the dunk by Williamson.
Gotta take care of the ball. They'll punish you if you're that careless.
That's right, and that's severe punishment right there.
Exactly. I mean, when you're running neck to neck, those kinds of mistakes tip the scales.
The putback, and it's Williamson with the rebound. And here's Ingram from the arc. The shot, no good. It'll count. And he drains the three, but let's see, they may need to review it. I'm not sure the ball was out of his hand in time. And we are not going to halftime just yet. Officials signaling they are going to review the tape.
And to me, guys, it looks pretty clear-cut on the instant replay. I mean, the ball was out of his hands in time. I think they'll confirm this one pretty quickly.
Well, I can't see how they'd come to any other conclusion.
So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even battle underway in this one. Kings,
the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey everybody, good to see the first quarter, a difficult one for Sacramento. It didn't appear that their energy level was anywhere near as high as it needed to be, and the period ended with them in a 10-point hole. Their second quarter, however, was a monumental improvement. Nothing could stop them. They strung together baskets. Thanks for joining us, folks. We're now just a few minutes away from the start of the third quarter.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. One guy has been getting it done, is Buddy Hield.
And even with the defense shading towards him on every trip down, he still finds a way to come up big.
Well, we're not surprised by that. No more than what we've come to expect of him. He can adapt and adjust to anything a defense tries to throw at him.
Fox and Bogdanovic pair up at the 1 and the 2. Bielitsa is out there with Harrison Barnes. And it's Holmes in at the 5 spot. So that's the 5 in the game for Sacramento. Pelicans trail by 3.
You know, his teammates calling him the slender man. Brandon Ingram, not much more than 200 lbs, but adding strength has been a focus.
Just such a well-rounded offensive player. He's got a little bit of everything.
Fox passes to Barnes. Lays it up and banks it in. Barnes has got the lead up to 3 now for the Kings.
Can't allow Barnes that kind of good position in the post, because once he has it, it's dinner time.
Ball dishes to Favors. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. And with Brandon Ingram and his size, he could benefit from adding a few pounds.
Well, you know, his teammates call him Tiny Dog. Dog because of his determination. That's a positive thing. The tiny part in reference to his slight frame. Time to bulk it up, young fella. Weight room.
Bogdanovic with it, and Holiday picks him up defensively. Bielitsa inside. Back to Bogdanovic. 5 to shoot. Here's Fox. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over.
Here's a look at some stats for Holiday. An amazing run for him the second half of the season. He's putting up about 21 points per, 8 assists, and 5 rebounds. And you can't help but be impressed by his numbers.
You know, guys, I think he's the engine of this offense. He makes them go. Without his scoring, I think they'd be a totally different team.
A drive by Barnes, and that one drops for him. Barnes has got 4 this quarter.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Clearly just an example of a different mindset between these teams.
Williamson, they get the rebound.
I like the fact that Ingram not standing around watching their guys, working hard to get something out of that possession.
The Kings have gone 2 of 4 here to start the second half. Fox against Holiday. Shoots. And the Kings check on 2 more. There are a lot of great playmakers in this NBA that sometimes we don't talk about or under the radar.
Yeah, there are. Again, there's so many outstanding players in a league of 30 teams. But, you know, Drew Holiday has been outstanding as a big playmaking guard. As good scoring the ball as he is playmaking. And Draymond Green, not a guard, but makes decisions and passes the ball like a high-level guard and is extremely valuable in that Warriors attack. Those 2 guys are a little bit undervalued for their ability to make their teammates better.
Good point. Takes the 13-footer, and it's wide right. Hits off the rim.
Right thing there to stay that tight on him and really try to keep him out of his comfort zone.
And the officials calling for a 3-second violation. Well, as usual, a lot of offense in the NBA is being generated from the small forward position this season. Here are the league's best at that position. 3rd is Brandon Ingram.
I mean, tremendously gifted athletically. I mean, we're used to seeing that at that spot on the floor, and they pretty much all give astonishing individual performances on any given night.
Well, we know the small forward spot is where the bulk of the scoring load rests on most teams. I mean, those players on that list always come through in the scoring department. These guys pack a lot of firepower.
Clock at 6. And Aaron Fox gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul.
That's his first personal foul.
Here's Redick. From deep 3-point range. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Pelicans will retain possession.
And a moment here to see the numbers for Ball. 11th in assists, and he's in the top 20 in steals, bringing that focus and intensity at both ends.
And he really is the consummate playmaker, always keeping his head on a swivel, searching for the open man, completely unselfish basketball player.
Boy, Hart is one of those guys you look at and you can just see the team is first with him. Never hesitates to find the open guy.
Buries it from 3-point range.
That's the kind of D that you're not going to find success with, guys. They've got to get a hand in the face.
Left side, Redick. Pass to Hart. Redick with it. Outguarded by Hield. Redick passes to Melly. 6 to shoot. New Orleans needs to get off a shot. Parker with the steal. And now the fast break. Fox with the ball. And he gets it to go. Fox has got 8. Let's look at the energy stats, how the hustle game has been going for the Kings.
Boy, their hounding, harassing effort at the defensive end, very impressive. And they forced quite a few turnovers as a result.
And also, how about the points they've gotten in transition or on the fast break tonight? That's been a huge factor as well.
Healed with the bucket.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
Guys, that's putting it mildly. I mean, they've been absolutely dominant.
Yeah, good job to take it right at the defense.
Yeah, really left them no choice there, Greg. He had to foul and keep him from converting the easy bucket.
Harry Giles is checked in for the Kings. And so he's able to get 1 of 2.
And already Okafor has become a dominant big man in the association. Has a good number of post moves to choose from, in addition to a nice jump hook.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
And here's Redick. He'll bring it up for the Pelicans. 11-point game. This one for 3, and the 3-ball is good. 6 points for him.
Boy, and shooting does not get any prettier than that. Redick sensing separation and taking advantage beautifully.
The kick out to Fox. Here's Len. And it's in. Oh, wow, he nails the buzzer beater.
One eye on the rim, one eye on the clock. Nice job.
What was really impressive there, though, guys, was that he could have rushed it and panicked, and yet he kept his cool and splashed it.
And so it's Sacramento going into the break with a 10-point lead. Their defense has been terrific in this game. And we've got more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way after this break. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
And he may not be known as a pass-first guy playing out of the 2-guard spot, but he shows here that he can dole out an assist or two when he needs to.
That's right. I mean, that's not his primary duty, but when the situation calls for it, he can do it and does it well.
Fourth quarter of action is upon us. Thanks, as always, for joining us. On the court for the Pelicans, getting the fourth quarter going. They're back, Ball and Redick. Then there's Williamson, and it's Hart in at the 3.
And maybe the most popular player to enter the league since social media became truly pervasive. Zion Williamson handles it with class. He really appreciates his teammates and his coaches and really respects the game.
Sacramento making a switch here. Bogdanovic is checked in. Inside, here's Williamson. Yes, and it's Holiday with the assist that time. Holiday's got 3 assists tonight.
And normal physicality doesn't get it done with Williamson. To stop him from scoring, you really have to up the ante and get him before he hits that launching pad.
And talking to stars in this league, even they want to see what Williamson's going to do next.
Sure. We talk about the leaping ability at his size, the handles, the shot making. But what really stands out when you watch him live, the instincts. Being at the right place at the right time and always seeming to make the right play. Yeah, I like that they haven't lost their aggressiveness here in the second, despite being down.
That's exactly when you need to be aggressive, Greg. You know that. I mean, another good job, though, of drawing contact and getting to the free throw line.
Offensive rebound. Here's Fox. Kicks it out to Bogdanovic. Now, Bielitsa. 4 on the clock. The Kings need to get off a shot here. There's the 3. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation.
Pelicans ball.
Pelicans trail by 6. About a minute and a half through the fourth quarter now. And there's the pass to Favors. The second chance effort feeds it to Williamson. And so the ball's out of bounds. Favors touched it last. Sacramento leading by 6. Outside, Fox. They get it again. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
And that bucket adds to what has been a big difference in points in the paint between the two teams.
Yeah, it's really been quite a contrast. I like the way they're attacking the middle and at their offensive end.
Here's Ingram. Nails the wide open jump shot.
He's been a different guy here in the second half. His shooting percentage far better than it was before the break.
Bielitsa with it. Now defended by Williamson. And Bielitsa kicks to Hield. 11 feet away. Bielitsa with the bucket. And the Kings lead by 8. Just over 2.5 minutes played now here in the final quarter of regulation. Redick with the 3. And it's Fox with the rebound. For Sacramento, they've gone 3 of 8 here in the fourth quarter. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Wow, he got whacked on that, which shouldn't be much debate there.
Blatant contact. Straightforward call. Simple.
The first free throw is good. Barnes, he's checked in for Hield. And the Pelicans also making a change. Ball's checked in. And so Bogdanovic nails both of them. And so it's New Orleans with it. Ball with a wide open look. Here's Williamson. Another shot. And closing the shot, even with the foul. Now the 2 free throws.
This is what you love about Williamson. On the shorter side for a big man, but he's developing the pump fake as an equalizer.
3rd minute of action now gone here in the 4th. And the call will be against Lonzo Ball. That is his first foul of the game.
That's his first personal foul.
1:58 left here in the fourth quarter. Fox passes to Bielitsa. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. That one is on Holiday.
At the line for your Kings, Nemanja Bjelica.
So the first one drops, and that will put them up by 9. Clark, it feels like we're seeing more and more of this, but bench celebrations and reactions at both college and pro levels.
Yeah, you know what, Kevin? I think it's an outgrowth of the social media platform.
You're right. I agree.
I think there's no question, because anything that can be done that's creative and fun is going to find a life on social media and maybe go viral. And guys know that. They're aware. I mean, this generation has grown up with social media. So they understand that they could be seen beyond just the arena if they do something pretty clever.
And you and I are sitting over here watching it. We're laughing as much as anybody else, aren't we?
Oh, I'm not denying that it's fun. I love seeing it, actually. But on occasion, it does get a little carried away.
Out of bounds, New Orleans will take possession. And the Kings making a change here. Hield's checked in. Over 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now. Fox against Ball. And Favors kicks to Holiday. Back to Favors. And then Favors with the dunk.
And although an undersized center, more than making up for it with some serious hops.
Over to the left wing. Favors brings the double. And a bit of a battle here for the ball. The official signals a jump ball here. And so here's Sacramento. To the inside. Here's Holmes. Shooting foul as the whistle. And so the coach's challenge here comes into play. The coach protesting the personal foul call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving at. And how fast the action really is, and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
And the call will be against Lonzo Ball. So that will be his second foul of the game. We're in the bonus, and we'll go to the line to shoot 2.
De'Aaron Fox.
Good on the first, and that makes it a 7-point lead.
Boy, I like the focus and unselfishness Fox brings to the court. A strong defender with lightning-quick reflexes in every spot.
And here's New Orleans now. Jackson dishes to Hayes. Back to Jackson. Here's Alexander Walker. Down low. Jackson passes to Favors. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
Yeah, he earned that one. I mean, taking the hit and still able to get that one to go down.
Incredible body control right there. Don't know how he was able to get that one to go, but it sure was a thing of beauty to watch.
So the Kings win it. Probably a little closer than they would have liked it, but a win nonetheless.
Yeah, but I really got a sense that the fans gave them that emotional boost.
Once you pick your jumper, it's time to join the Clippers and test your build in a game against the Milwaukee Bucks.
Starting at small forward.
Just a quick look now at how the point totals have looked over the last few months for Jackson.
It's been surprising to me to see him take a little bit of a tumble lately in terms of what he's doing for them offensively. The points just haven't been there for him like they were a few months back. The defenses he's facing have adjusted to him, and he hasn't been able to make his own adjustments.
Now look at Memphis's starting group. Jackson and Valanciunas, they're in the middle. Morant and Brooks manning the backcourt. And it's Anderson in at the 3. And for Sacramento, Fox and Bogdanovic pair up at the 1 and the 2. Harrison Barnes is out there with Nemanja Bjelica. And it's Holmes in at the 5 down low. This end of the season awards already being debated. What did it mean to you when you were named All-NBA?
Well, it meant a lot, especially in my era, again, of playing against the best power forwards, I feel, in a group of all time. And so it meant a lot. There's only one power forward position, and so to be on that All-NBA team, it's something that's more special to me than being an all-star, because it's not about being the best 12 or 24. It's about being the best 5 in the league. And so those moments were always special, being named the first team NBA.
And like you said, you played in the golden era of the best players ever to play that position.
I tell you what, I think I played in the era where anyone that you would have picked in the power forward from the Western Conference, I couldn't have been upset at over myself, because everyone played in such a dominating fashion. Their teams were winning, and I knew personally how hard it was to guard these guys one-on-one.
And this kid, Ja Morant, came out of nowhere, under-recruited in high school, showed some promise in that first year of college, but boy, did he blow up.
Barnes kicks to Fox. Just 5 to shoot. Goes up to the stripe. It's rebounded by Memphis. They're moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of the Blazers. Anderson finds Jackson. And here's Valanciunas. Got a piece of it. Holmes with the steal. And now Sacramento on the break. And that one's good. Barnes.
That's no run-of-the-mill finish by Barnes right there. He gets thrown off balance by the contact, keeps his focus, stays with it, and gets it to go.
And Morant really impacts the game in every area.
It's incredible, Kevin. He gives you the points, the assists, the rebounds. But then you look at the box score, and you also see a block, a couple steals. And I like that he shoots a high percentage at the line.
And Fox gets it to go.
And if you give Fox the mid-range area, he'll take it. It's good seeing him improve from there.
And they double up Jackson. And Memphis with another turnover here. Let's get some information from the 2K leaderboard. In about the last 10 games in the NBA, during that span, these teams have the most second-chance points in the league. Second, the Grizzlies.
I mean, you love their aggressiveness, not settling for one shot offensively, but really running down those loose boards and converting for extra points.
And oh, here we go. Brooks got it, the fast break chance. And there's Jackson on the assist by Brooks. Jackson's got his second bucket of the night.
An improved playmaker who does a solid job distributing the rock. Don't sleep on Brooks' vision.
And Fox gets it to go.
He's got some pep in his step tonight. I wonder what he had to eat last night. I mean, very solid first quarter for him at the offensive end.
1:53 left to play here in the first. For Sacramento, they've gone 4-7 from the field, shooting over 50%.
Hey, Chris, there's a lot to like for this Kings franchise right now. Fans have got to be excited about their future.
Yeah, and credit my man Vlade in the front office for rebuilding. They got lots of great young talent, and they kept their picks. The team should be a big factor in the West in the coming years.
And the Kings will go for a different look here. Giles checked in for Bjelica. Ken Bazemore comes in for Barnes. Buddy Hield, he's checked in for Bogdanovic. And Corey Joseph subbed in for De'Aaron Fox. Now here's Hield. 11 points last game. And the basket is good.
I like how Hield runs the pick and roll. If he gets any separation off the screen, he's ready to fire.
Chang off target with his 3. The Kings have gone 5 of 8 from the field, shooting over 62%. Outside, Joseph. against Allen. From deep. Kings with the fresh shot clock. Joseph finds Hield. Launches a three. It's rebounded by Memphis. Last time they met was in Memphis.
Yeah, nowhere near at their best throughout the course of that game. A scrappy performance, but in the end, just not enough.
Yeah, but the fact they came so close, you got to admit it's impressive. I mean, most teams on an off night like that wouldn't have been anywhere near the lead.
And it's the Grizzlies with the ball, following the basket by Buddy Hield. Looking to end the run. Allen, that's good.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
And so it's Joseph with it. He'll bring it up for the Sacramento Kings. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. And it's Giles missing.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
Stolen by Joseph. For the finish. Throws down the breakaway jam.
Great teamwork, punctuated by a strong finish.
Perfect example of how to run the break the right way and get a great look.
Shot by Hield, nobody around. A good game so far as we conclude the first quarter. It's Sacramento. They lead by 2. After this break. And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. And looking at what we've seen from Sacramento so far, guys, what do you think?
I mean, offensively, I thought they did a good job of protecting the ball. And defensively, boy, were they disruptive.
Yes, yeah, great balance of efficiency and intensity, which is why they hold the early lead.
And a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. And, yep, we thought we might see it. And the coach's challenge has been triggered on the personal foul call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Hield outside. It's good from about 19 feet. Hield's got 8. The Grizzlies trail by 4. And though Chris, he's known mostly for his shooting, Buddy Hield has been improving in other areas as well.
Oh, yeah. Let's talk about ball handling, playmaking. I mean, they're notably better from early in his career. He's a solid rebounder who is definitely not a weak link on the defensive side as well.
And, guys, we talk all the time about making the extra pass. Clark there proving how important that concept is.
Joseph finds Parker. Here's Len. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Looking now at the numbers for Buddy Hield, how his last 10 games have gone. He's getting around 16 points a game, 3 rebounds, and 2 assists. He's been making the right decisions and letting the game come to him. Solid play all around.
Yeah, GA, I like it because he's not overcomplicating things. I mean, he's just playing to his strengths and taking what the defense gives him.
They get it back. Second chance shot, and Valanciunas with the layup.
Oh, I love the rabid intensity right there. Valanciunas, he is capable of doing real damage on the offensive boards.
Fox passes to Hield. The kick out to Fox. Pass to Len, and it's out of bounds. Last touch by Valanciunas. When these players get to the free throw line, it's nearly automatic. The 2K leaderboards show us this month's free throw shooting percentage leaders. Second is Buddy Hield.
And during that time, guys, he's been an absolute dead-eye shooter from the free throw line. His concentration just never wavered.
Memphis trailing here. Anderson outside. Clark kicks to Morant. Shot, high post. With the tip, great positioning on the putback. Clark's got the game tied up here for Memphis.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Fox dishes to Parker. It's deflected.
And timing is so important. I mean, right there, Brooks shows nice judgment, being able to get the rejection.
Bielitsa, he's checked in for the Kings. Bogdanovic comes in for Hield. Jackson, he's checked in for the Grizzlies. Shot clock at 6. The Kings need to get off a shot here. Here's Len. And Valanciunas pulls it down. Valanciunas has got 5 rebounds tonight. Anderson passes to Morant. Some nice passing there by Memphis. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. And the emphasis on mobility, a challenge for lumbering 7-footers like Valanciunas.
Well, yeah, I mean, you're not going to be the quickest when you're 7 feet tall, Kevin. I mean, in order to earn his keep, he has to be dominant inside. I mean, he has that capability.
Giles checked in for Len. Fox passes to Giles. Sacramento again missing.
I thought that one was going to go down. The mid-range jumpers, oh, man, that's usually a bunny with the deep playing soft like that.
Morant with a wide-open look. Good on the three-point shot. Morant's got 6.
Oh, great ball movement there.
The Kings trail by 5. .141 left in the first half. Bielitsa passes to Giles. Back to Bielitsa. To end the drought. It's Bogdanovic on the wing. From deep three-point range, it's rebounded by Memphis. Valanciunas has got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Here's Morant. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And purely from a physical standpoint, John Morant has it all. The height, the long arms, the frame to put on more weight. And few players are more explosive athletically.
Catching up on the changes for Sacramento. Ken Bazemore comes in for Barnes. And it's Joseph in for De'Aaron Fox. The Grizzlies also changing it up. Gorgie Dangs checked in for Jonas Valanciunas. And it's DeAnthony Melton in for Kyle Anderson. And stolen by Jang. And now the Grizzlies. Fast break. Morant with the ball. Melton passes to Jang. Outside Jackson. Back to Jang. The pass to Jackson. And Jackson throws it down hard.
Nice play, and you can see they're gathering momentum.
Yeah, and Greg, they've been a more cohesive team over this stretch, and then that helps account for their lead.
It's Bielitsa. No good on that one, and it's Memphis the other way.
Yeah, just a solid job on the backboard. They are really controlling the inside.
There's 25 seconds left now here in the second, and Jang gets it to go.
Dead-eye shooting from them this quarter.
To the middle, here's Giles, and he goes strong with the one-handed jam.
Passes like that help develop team chemistry. Bogdanovic, I love the display of unselfishness.
Melton passes to Jang. Here's Melton. Back to Jang. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Jang's got 5 points now in the quarter.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
And we've reached halftime in this one. Grizzlies lead by...
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, and welcome back to for the Grizzlies. The first quarter was pretty even. They did jump out to a lead in the opening period, but 4 points was the biggest it got. And that's a wrap.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. You have to like what you're seeing from John Morant.
And how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column? Through 2 quarters, he has been terrific.
Yeah, Greg, this game has his fingerprints all over it. Now looking to replicate what he did in the first half.
Fox and Bogdanovic pair up at the 1 and the 2. Bielitsa is out there with Holmes, and it's Barnes in at the 3. And that's the group for Luke Walton as we begin the second half. It's Morant in the corner. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Brooks. Morant's got the first points to start out the third quarter for Memphis. Fox goes in, and it's Fox with the jam.
This is Fox at his very best. He's so hard to stop when he's attacking with force.
And it's Valanciunas finishing it off.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA. The lead is what it is right now.
Oh, Kevin, the coaching staff has to be upset. You can't give the opposition easy buckets like this, GA.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
For Sacramento, they haven't yet missed a free throw. 5 for 5. Fields checked in for Bogdanovic. And Memphis also making a switch. Clark, he's checked in for Jackson. And that one's good by Clark. Chris, over the last 40 years, a steady decline in offensive rebound. Largely due, I'm guessing, to the concern with transition defense, right?
Definitely, and let's give respect to the offensive rebounding that it should have. Whenever you had guys like Rodman, Popeye Jones, guys that used to just, you'd have nightmares about because they were such great rebounders, Ben Wallace. Well, now it's a little bit different because those guys were playing the 4 position, right? So now at the 4 position, you have to get back on defense because if you're not, guys are shooting threes from Curry land in the 4 position because the game is evolving. So now it is better to get back in transition than trying to get an extra possession for your team. You still want to attack the glass. You just want to make sure you know who's in the game at that time because now you have guys leaking out, getting a quick shot on that other end.
Alex Len's checked in for the Kings. Jabari Parker comes in for Bielitsa. The Grizzlies shooting their 6th and 7th free throw attempts tonight.
And really, they haven't been able to differentiate themselves from the free throw line on the season at about 76%.
Oh, you can get spoiled watching him at the line. I mean, you just expect him to make every one every time.
Stolen by Allen. Valanciunas inside. Guarded by Len. No good from Valanciunas. And that's out of bounds. Sacramento will retain possession.
And a moment now to look at the numbers for Valanciunas. Since the All-Star break, he has been superb. 3rd in rebounding. And with a top 20 ranking in field goal percentage, you put the ball in his hands, and he converts at a remarkable rate. And
as you said, one of the league's top 3 rebounders. He has an instinct for how the shot's going to come off that rim. That's special. And the want-to corral it. Covered by Parker. Passes it to Allen. The dish now to Clark. Back to Allen. Launches it. Good D by Hield. And it's Barnes with the ball for the Kings. Down by 15. Their next game playing at home as the Nets come into town. And that'll be the 4th of this 5-game homestand. Lets it go with a 3. It's good from long range. Barnes has got 5.
Throughout his career, Barnes has been a consistent 3-point shooter. I mean, that's a nice-looking triple right there.
Now here's Morant. Started by Fox. The Grizzlies with another miss.
Playing the revenge card right there. Trying to get those 3 points right back. Didn't work. Well, Kevin, in the Memphis Grizzlies, I mean, playoff contenders for 7 straight seasons from 2010 to 2017. I mean, a Western Conference Finals appearance in 2013. Now a new phase as they look to rebuild this roster.
Allen passes to Clark. Cloak loose. Out to the right wing. Morant dishes to Valanciunas, and he uses the glass on the layup. Valanciunas has got 4 points in the quarter. And Chris, in the small market of Memphis, there'd been a resistance to hitting that reset button and going young.
Well, yeah, with fan attendance dropping in each of the last 4 seasons, I mean, they've reached their pain threshold. And with this team struggling, the writing was on the wall.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
And it's Morant missing.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be, because he is so strong in the paint.
Now, here's Fox. He's covered closely. Hield with the bucket.
And Hield is ready to shoot as soon as he gets the pass. The D can't afford to play off of.
And De'Aaron Fox gets the whistle that time. That'll be his second foul of the game. And some changes here for the Kings. Giles checked in for Len. Ken Bazemore comes in for Harrison Barnes. And Corey Joseph subbed in for Fox. Gorgie Dangs checked in for Memphis. DeAnthony Melton comes in for Grayson Allen. And some changes here for the Kings. Rashawn Holmes, he's checked in for Parker. And Bielitsa in for Buddy Hield. We've got 33 seconds left here in the third quarter. Here's Holmes. Pass to Bielitsa. Stolen by Anderson. Here's the break. Brooks, the pass to Anderson. Memphis moving that ball around. Jackson dishes to Jang. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Melton. And he makes good on the layup.
And giving up some inches inside, but makes up for it with an aggressive style.
Yeah, it's the attack mindset. I mean, that helped him prevail right there. Sometimes you just got to go with your gut.
And so it's the Memphis Grizzlies. Their lead at 15 going into the break. And now let's go back to a play from earlier as we show you our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, a terrific, unselfish play right here. Set up his teammate, and how about the setup this was?
This is the versatility you need to play in today's game. Two guards have to be able to make plays for others.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first three quarters. So the Grizzlies 5 right now. They've got Kyle Anderson. Jackson is out there with Clark. Then it's Brooks. And it's Melton in at the point. Here's Fox. Holmes. Chip back in for 2.
Hard work and soft hands. Guys, that's what made that play possible.
No simple offensive rebound there. Going for the tip in. Brooks, the pass to Jackson. It's hauled in by the Kings. And up the court come the Kings on the break. Here's Fox. He scores his 6th bucket from the floor with that one. He's shot the ball 11 times.
And, you know, he's enjoyed the kind of day you expect in terms of shooting the basketball. He can bring them right back into this game.
Melton feeling it out a bit. He feeds it to Clark. It's tipped, and they get it back. Fox against Brooks. Fox kicks to Bielitsa. 3-pointer. The rebound by Anderson. Memphis leading by 13. Clark the pass to Melton. About a minute and a half into the fourth quarter now. And again, Memphis no good.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Fox passes to Bielitsa. Now Fox. Shoots. Offensive rebound. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
And those second chance points really become almost like bonus points when you can get them.
Here's a look at what's coming up now for the Sacramento Kings. On Sunday, they'll be matching up against Kevin Durant and the Brooklyn Nets. And then on Tuesday, they'll go up against Kristaps Porzingis and the Dallas Mavericks.
And for their matchup with the Magic, that's a contest that could easily go either way. Small mistakes could be the difference, and both teams will need to be at their best.
Just a little under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the fourth. The putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
You know, we talk about it all the time, guys. Those second chance buckets, always the result of that extra effort.
To the inside, Clark dishes to Jackson. Out left to the wing, Clark kicks to Anderson. Trying to find Jackson, he's got it now. Brooks, the pass to Melton. Right side Jackson over Giles. Jackson, that's good. And the Grizzlies lead by 14. Grizz, when it comes to playing alongside another big guy, I'm sure you have to think of ways to complement each other. Not just him, but it's got to be a two-way street.
Yeah, but it starts with chemistry. It starts with friendship. It starts with wanting to win. And I played with two big guys that come to mind that made me better. Juwan Howard there in Washington, just looking at him throwing an oop, I would miss 2-3 shots in a row, and we'd look, and he'd say, I'll get you an easy one, big fella. And I would do the same thing to him. We're playing with a guy like Vlade that would say, hey, wait a minute, Bibby or Peja didn't get a shot. Set a screen for them, and he would pass it to them, and then the next play say, now it's your turn. You're open, because they're going to go over there to those guys. We already tricked the defense ahead. So guys that are smart, guys that can pass, and also guys that will say, hey, man, you look a little tired. Let's switch. I'll check Shaq this play.
And this is going to end in a lopsided victory. I love the tenacity and aggressiveness, as well as the ability to close. You really got to give it up here for the Grizzlies.
The biggest factor tonight had to be their great shooting. They shot much better than the other team.
Yeah, they were working hard on both sides of the floor, but that sky-high field goal percentage, plus the pressure defense to force the other team into a lot of misses. Love the effort tonight.
And with this win, they'll end up notching another victory for this year's campaign, win number 33. A very solid win indeed. And when you check out the box score, there were some great numbers for Valanciunas.
The energy he played with tonight was amazing, and it paid off the most on the glass, where he dominated the rebounding stats.
Here's what Sacramento's going with right now. Barnes, he's checked in for Harry Giles. And Hield subbed in for Bogdanovic. Memphis moving it around. He muscles it in through the contact, and they call the foul. And he's on his way to the free throw line.
Saw the opportunity to put this away and did not turn it down.
Oh, Greg, that's the dagger. You could tell they wanted that one. I know that seals the deal.
Here's what Sacramento's going with right now. Alex Lenz checked in for Bielitsa. Ken Bazemore comes in for Harrison Barnes. Brewer is checked in for Hield. And Yogi Ferrell subbed in for Fox. Pass to Bazemore. Stolen by Jackson. 6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Here's Tolliver. Here's Anderson. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
The multi-talented Anderson. I mean, he's awesome, man. He's an awesome glue guy, if you ask me. Someone who scores, rebounds, passes, defends. I mean, name it. He does it.
And he's good on the second. 20 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Ferrell looking around. To halt the run, but they recover it. So no problem for Memphis as they get the win. A resounding victory for them. And Greg in enemy territory, no less.
That's exactly right. But with the way